So, who remembers last time? It's been a while, but
We were in a fight.
yes.
We demolished some kobolds, and we were left with the dilemma of what we are going to do with some kobold pups. I have a
Yes.
suggestion, but
We'll wait till it's in character.
okay.
My prep? Okay.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, we're
That's
at
the
that
cut and
point.
dry of it.
Yeah, really.
By the way, we're plus one shot.
Welcome back after weeks.
It's been, like he said, it's been a while.
been a
We have a semi-full team. It's a full team. Skiggs is doing alchemy things somewhere.
making explosions.
somewhere he's
Boom.
back in Darling.
Now I don't need to do that voice, my goblin radio shock jock voice.
I'm sad, to be honest.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
You don't want me to talk like this anymore.
Oh god.
No, I'm gonna miss it.
Doesn't say she wants to hear it again. Just she's
Oh.
gonna miss it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll learn ventriloquism, so it'll just be like talking in a separate building.
He'll just show up randomly.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, been a while, and he leaves. Okay, so anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were asked to help the local area by clearing out the kobolds because they were moving in on a cave. If I remember correctly, the cave was already in use by for other means, and then the kobolds moved in. Not that they were naturally occurring.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't they wanted us to get? We also are going there to get
Or
ore
something?
dust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way the blacksmith can make us some stuff.
Fancy equipment.
Yes.
Yep.
And all we had to do was feed her a himbo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
So-
yeah.
Was that the prerequisite, or was killing the kobolds the requisite for a favor?
That was
I mean,
part two.
theoretically, yeah, like afterwards she was kind of like, I mean, I would have done it anyway, but this is great. You like
Yep.
accidentally earned yourself a girlfriend. She seems kind of stalkery.
Yeah,
Yeah,
didn't
like-
she give you like a
Yeah.
a transmission
rock.
stone or whatever,
A
and
talking
she like
stone?
just starts talking to you in the middle of
Oh yeah. And she gave me a link pearl.
the. Are you
Overly
gonna
attached
lose
blacksmith.
that rock? Sorry, I dropped in a pile of other rocks. Forgot which one was which one it was.
Oh no. He likes all of his girls.
But she
He's,
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that issue if when we get to that issue.
Mm-hmm.
Dangerous.
We'll burn that bridge when we get. I mean,
I mean, that's probably what'll happen, right?
Yeah, probably.
The blacksmith will come for you with fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can't get any more trouble. I mean, I'm already incarcerated and in this situation, so what's a very angry girlfriend going to do?
Don't ever say what else could go wrong, because
Yeah.
at
Murphy's
least the conjugal
Law.
visits will be good.
Murphy can eat a dick.
Fuck you, Murphy.
Okay.
All right. You guys, are we done with your recaps?
I think so.
Think
Pretty
so?
cut and dry.
Yeah. You guys finally got to meet Oliver. That was the thing that happened last time.
Oh yes, the mimic pet that was running around the house
Yeah.
Skittering.
that tried to enter our rooms. Apparently.
It was just chasing a hobbling, person.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That person has a name.
Yeah.
It's in your.
I mean, they seemed like food to the mimic, I guess.
No,
This
he-
one's
he's like
small and weakened.
Everything's food to a mimic.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
It's
What's
like-
a god to a mimic?
Oh my god.
It's like the if I fits, I sits. Because for a mimic, it's like, does it fit in my mouth? I eats.
yeah,
gosh,
maybe
mimics.
the house that you're in is a giant mimic.
Oh, I would hate that. That's
Oh, wait,
nightmare fuel.
Be a bad time.
All right, so you guys left off. We obliterated a lot of the kobolds. Sadly, that one didn't get a cast fireball on himself. Go down in a flame of glory. So yeah, that's pretty much where you guys are at. You went into the cave to explore a little bit. It's not a huge cave. A couple split off rooms, but you did find a room full of like baby-ish young koboldlings. Whatever you call a baby kobold.
I'm gonna call them pups.
Aren't they more lizardy though? Would they be pups?
A
What do you call a baby
brood.
lizard?
A brood.
A clutch.
A clutch, a brood, yeah.
Fun fact.
Hmm.
A gathering of like a multiple ferrets is called a business.
Ah, yes, business.
I learned that yesterday.
Wizards are
So
hatchlings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like that too.
I mean, kobolds think they're dragons. Maybe they would want to be wormlings, but they're not.
Mm.
They're wrong.
Objectively, they're wrong.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
either way,
hatchlings, I
that's,
think it's right.
They're dumb and they should feel bad.
My god.
that's where we'll pick back up. As a pretense, this is probably going to be a heavy RP related session. So people just want to
No.
listen to us instead of having to watch us. I don't know.
Witness me.
Whatever. Carry on. Floor is yours.
Which one of us is the wayward son?
So
Oh, okay.
So guys, as far as these little kobolds, I mean, I feel like it would be inhumane to just like pick up a rock and just, like smash them. But hear me out. This is gonna sound outlandish. Could we just take them back for Oliver?
So here's my thought on that. Why don't we take them back to Beatrix? Apparently, she already likes weird little pet things, right?
Yeah.
Well, you just give them to her, and she can either be like, "Oh, look, I have 7 children now," or she can feed them to Oliver.
But yeah,
How-
like
You didn't want to be inhumane, but you want to feed them to a mimic? That's a little
Yeah, what do
a
you
little
guys?
screwy, don't you
what?
think?
I don't want to smash them with a rock. They're really small, and that
We
makes
just
me
leave them here too. We don't have to.
uncomfortable.
We need them.
We were supposed to be getting rid of evil killing things, not small creatures that haven't developed into anything yet.
So should we just leave them here? I mean, they'll get eaten by like a wolf or something.
Quick question. How many were there? There were 7 of them, or
6.
6 babies?
I just pulled
And
the
then-
number out of my ass.
Oh, and then are they the kind of creatures that like have good instincts? They can just fend for themselves from birth, or do they have to be raised like?
I don't know.
most
I mean,
humans?
kobolds are kind of dumb as far as the eye can see. So, as far as good instincts, the dice
like,
might
can
be
they-
kind, and some of them might survive. But
Okay, we're supposed to clear them out of the cave, right? So why don't we just put them in a sack and put them somewhere else, and they can fuck off. They can either get crushed and eaten, or they'll find a new fucking cave. But there won't be in this cave, and that was the job.
That seems a bit more humane.
What if this is like Game of Thrones and we each take one? That could be our little
Hmm.
Weird, there's 6 here. I wonder if something's going to happen.
pet.
Oh,
You
dude.
can have mine. You can have mine. It's fine.
I'll name mine Steve.
What?
Steve the Kobold. He'll be my little buddy. I'll teach him how to punch.
Teach me to fuck.
I mean, maybe not me, but
That's gonna be a pickup device. Be like, oh, look at, I rescued this baby kobold from birth.
Yeah, but they're
Oh."
not cute puppies. They're
It's
kobolds.
like somewhere between a child and a dog,
Listen,
right?
sometimes kids aren't. A lot of times,
I
kids
know
aren't
children
cute.
aren't. I know. I'm
Kids
aware.
are ugly. Babies are ugly. So, yeah.
some babies are quite cute.
I want you to go yell, look at your children in the eyes, and be like, "You aren't cute. Face it."
Oh, we
Oh
tell our
my-
daughter all the time, like, when you were born, you look like an alien.
Oh,
Oh
okay,
my
okay.
gosh.
As long as it when she was born.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, Mr. Paladin Man, if you're the one who's worried about humanitarianism here, what would you like to do with them?
I know there's no good option here. I mean, they are kobolds. Do we know where they normally come from? Can we take them, guide them back to at least towards the direction of the other kobolds?
Yeah, they're kind of like their own separate pods. They kind of like to split off and make little family units, and like these ones kind of sit up here. And we killed all the parents, so what are they gonna do?
We'll adopt them and name them Steve.
We're not doing that
All of them. All
'Cause
of them
you-
are Steve.
because
Yeah.
you won't clean up after yours, and then I'll have to watch it, and I'm not doing that.
I mean, I'll clean after it. Like I mean, it's a kobold.
What are
It's
you on a
just gonna-
kobold for?
I mean, I feel bad for it. Look at them. They're pathetic.
You're one of those sorts of people who doesn't throw things out because you feel bad for them.
Teenager looks personally attacked.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that look was me. Sorry.
It's true.
Shh.
When D&D gets too real.
Mhm.
The bleed.
I think we should just gather them up, throw them in a sack, take them back to Beatrix, and be like, here you go. They're not in the cave. It's the job, and you can worry about it. It's your problem now. You like weird shit. Here's some.
Yeah, but I feel like she's the kind of type of person also to be like, that wasn't the job. Now you either don't, you only get half paid, or then she'll take it.
Why? If she doesn't like it, we'll just take
Because
them
the-
outside and smash them. It's fine.
Oh no.
Why do we need to smash them? We just put them. Throw
Okay,
them
take them outside and let them go. I don't. Whatever.
Yeah, let's just let them loose somewhere else, I guess. Well, who
I
has
think
a
we should
sack?
try. I think it's not a bad idea to try and butter her up. Butter her up. We should give her a present.
Yeah, we should give her a present and butter
She's
her
not gonna
up.
fuck you.
I know that. She's made it quite clear, but there's no that doesn't mean I still can't be nice to her.
I definitely think we should butter her up.
If I might
As
add,
long as it gives me
on
more time to think.
Sure. Maybe you'll come up with something better.
What were you gonna say?
What's up, Charles?
oh, I was going to make a joke. You guys continue RPing. I was just going to say you put numbers on them, but you skip a couple, and then you release them in the town.
Yeah, so people are looking. You see, you got 1, 2, and 3.
Grease
but you
them
can't
up first.
find 7, 8, and 12.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Just
That
need a
was
bigger
like a- that
town
was-
than this.
Wasn't it? That was like a pig joke, wasn't it? Like somebody
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
had stole 2 pigs and wrote 1 and 3 on them. People spent hours looking for the second one.
Yeah, in a high school or something.
Yeah. Classic.
My vote is just to kill them where they are.
Well, but they're so little. They can't even fight back.
Listen, we'll do what Katarasi said, and if whatever Beatrice doesn't like them, then you can smash them. Got her.
Sounds fine to me.
All right, I'll just like look away. Like, sorry, Steve, and
You keep one, just hide it in your knapsack or something. Like, oh, we only found 5, I guess.
all right. Who has a sack? Let's put the Steves in a sack.
The Steves.
Jeez.
Steve 1 and Steve 2.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they all Steve? I don't
let's-
care. Never mind. Let's.
I don't know. That's just what the red jumpsuit they wear say. Steve 1, Steve 2, Steve. Yeah.
One says
That's-
juicy across the butt.
That's your fault. That's your problem. Who has the pickaxes? Let's look for Aura. That's what I'm more interested in now.
Okay, let's get to picking.
I think I gave one to Kyler and one to
Goddard.
Orc-Man. I forgot your character name.
Goddard.
There you go.
They're in the, it's in the
Yes,
corner.
yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, due to my, I figured because of my size and strength, I would be carrying one.
I mean, they're
Look strong
gnomes.
here.
They're gnome-sized.
Yeah.
You know. So it's
I
like,
didn't know that when I said it though.
like
You
Will
know,
Smith in Men in Black. It's like, I feel like I'm gonna break this thing.
So I'm like just wandering in, doing this whole number. What did she say? She said we were looking for some kind of ore dust or something. Kind of looking around. Do I see anything that looks like dusty ore or whatever the hell it is she described to us?
Roll perception.
Do.
Or I guess or investigation, whichever. I'll let you pick.
I don't remember what is better for me. Let me open my character sheet. They're the same.
Yeah. And just as a reminder that you just needed the ore, but you also needed the dust that came out with the ore whenever it was mined.
Actually, my investigation's better. Pew. Normal. 18.
18's pretty good. You go in and yeah, you can see in the dark. I guess Zinger's the only one that can't.
Yeah.
But
You could also just light a torch. That way, it's not dark vision for everybody. It's just regular full light.
yeah, and I
You
mean,
don't have to deal with.
actually, how
So
tall?
didn't he have it? He had the we had a torch at the beginning, didn't we?
Well,
think
I mean,
was
yeah, I
holding-
mean, you
I was
eventually
holding
have a torch, but it's
so-
definitely. I don't think you guys are walking around with a lit torch all the time. Hey, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna sit here and
it's
hold
not-
this the whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, initially it's probably been put out and be reusable. How tall is Goddard again? Remind me.
6.5, but he is like he normally is sort of like hunched over with like arms forward.
Oh, okay. Let's say it's anybody that's taller than 5'3" is going to be kind of really squatting it down to try and work those calves and walking through this cave. It's not a very big cave to begin with because it's just whole main chamber, 2 side chambers, and that little inlet that had the babies in. But
So
you
the
can
Goddard's probably like fully like hunched over, like knuckles, just kind of like dragging in front of him on the ground.
you can definitely find at least a good enough for, let's say, if you had that many, probably like 6 orders of dust. So I mean, they're in little pockets and all around the room, basically.
That's what she requested. She also needed 12 ore. So we have to make sure to get 12 ore along with those 6 orders of dust.
Yeah, like, I mean, for 6 full orders, so, it's 12 ore, so 6, there's enough there.
So like
basically.
72,
No.
70, and that's 6 times 12.
6 pockets of dust and 12 pieces of ore.
Yeah, so you can find at least, you can definitely see the 12 ore.
That's not one order. That is the whole order for
Yeah.
6.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And looking around, you can either take more than what you had or what was requested, or you can just take what you need.
I mean,
If
if we're
it's
here,
easy to
might as well get
take.
as much.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't.
Might as well butter her up.
It definitely doesn't take. It'll take a little bit longer, more time since you only have the 2 pickaxes, but not like you're in a life-threatening situation, and it's only. Excuse me. So you left that morning. It's probably about noon, 1 o'clock. Noon o'clock. So
Noon o'clock.
noon to 1 in the afternoon. You know, it's still fairly early, so you have time to. You can spend the extra 3 hours or whatever looking for everything and getting ore and doing whatever you want to do with the kobolds and still getting back to town before or right at sunset, depending on what you do.
All right. Then I guess.
Yeah, I say we go get the extra.
Yeah,
ore.
while they're getting the extra ore, Kylire's doing whatever he can to try to get some sort of answer out of these guys about some place he can send them. Like, where's your family? Like, where'd you come from? Just like anything he can do.
Yeah, I'll also try to talk to the Steves as well.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm writing that down because that's the episode name.
Talking to
The
Steves.
Steves.
The Steves. I lost my pen. Philip, do you see my pen?
I'll still be able
No.
to hear. I'll let you guys talk to the Steves for a minute. I'm gonna go try and blow my nose and uncongest myself real quick.
Okay.
But I'll still be able to hear you. So
I've got this Final Fantasy one.
That's my pen.
So yeah, Kylire's just down there, just like, hey, like, I'm home, like a home, and then he goes down and he takes like a little stick and he's drawing in the dirt, like little houses and like pointing and like making little walking symbols with his hands and just trying anything and everything he can just to get some sort of reaction out of them. And I'm pretty sure there's just black marble staring back.
Yeah, Alistair's just standing behind Keelar, just like.
Come on, little Steve. Like,
How old do you think they are? Do you think they're maybe like 2 hours old or something stupid?
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're probably very small.
They're deflated. He's just like, oh fuck,
I can't do this.
I think they live. I think they live in caves, not homes like us. That image might not work.
You know what? You're right. And so he scrubs it all away and starts completely over, and he just refuses to believe that this is going to happen.
So the kobolds, they look at the drawing the first time, and you know a lot of stuff they look pretty puzzled with. They haven't really started talking a whole lot, so it's a lot of hand gestures, and they look confused down at the homes, and when you're expecting like where'd you come from and all that, they point to the ground or they point to the cave a couple times. It's like, oh, you know, where'd you come from? And they point to Kylire. It's they were probably born in this cave or hatched in this cave, so what they can probably understand is that, I mean, this is home, so to speak.
All right, little Steves.
Little Steves.
We're gonna.
So here's an idea though. What if we make one of those papoose things, but like 6 of them, and you can wear them all, Kyler, all of them, until we can find another kobold nest to give them to. Would that make you feel better?
As impractical as it sounds, I do, but I can't. It wouldn't. It just wouldn't. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work.
I was going to say, you think another group of kobolds would just let us walk up and be like, hey, we got your free babies, and that they would either take care of them and not just cannibalize them or just not throw them the fuck out of their own cave?
Don't they live like, I don't know, a week or something?
Yeah, it's not very long.
Can I insight from my kobold knowledge?
Yeah, I would also like. Hold on, I would like to see if I know anything. Can I roll nature for kobold care?
The kobold care. I mean, yeah. What are you trying to learn from your kobold care?
I don't know. Wait. Would it be nature or survival?
I feel like nature. Survival, maybe. Probably more nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, nature is more knowledge. Survival is more like practical tracking ability and stuff like that, it seems.
Okay, so I guess what I'm trying to glean is it even feasible to try to have other kobolds adopt these, or would that just be silly? And should we just go with our original, less terrible plans for them? So I'm gonna roll. I don't know shit about kobolds.
Nice.
We ain't found shit.
Well, you remember seeing kobolds. You might not really ever remember seeing babies too much, depending on how many kobolds dens you dived in. And you don't really know.
And that's not a euphemism.
So here's a thought. If we take them away and they grow up, they live, and they decide, you know, I'd like to get back to my roots. They just come back here and that's our job undone. Do you think they'll be mad at us?
Don't
But
all
then-
kobolds just look alike?
I don't know.
How would they know if they're the ones we didn't kill and not just a new troop that
It is-
moved in?
It is true. Kobolds do usually just kind of go from place to place in the dark and set up little hovels.
The point is that
So,
some will come back
so-
here. I'm sorry, go ahead.
so if we take them back to
Beatrix.
the
Bellatrix.
Smith, Beatrix, the Smith, and see if she can use them maybe as
Students. Students.
They
Students?
do not live long. They will not
Apprentices?
make good students.
They actually
How long do they live?
They
Like
live
weeks.
135 years.
Years.
Yeah, it's a long time.
I
Yeah.
was gonna. They're
130
dragon.
years?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Google says it's 135
so-
years.
Yeah, so like, see if possibly they can be apprentices, and then, if not, let them live their lives. And if they choose to come back and be aggressive, then that's on them. And then we have another job to do, maybe, possibly.
I was going to say, do you know why I say kobolds only live weeks? It's
'Cause
because
they're
they're
dumb.
fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Maybe because they're not given the chance to be smart.
Yeah, like
You're
like
precious. That's so precious.
we can take the Steves and maybe they can become more than just, regular.
Didn't think I'd ever say it, but I mean, I agree.
Can't even say the whole sentence. Let's just throw them in a sack. We have an ore sack. We have a kobold sack. We'll go back. Turn in both things. We'll be done. It's not a big
All
deal.
right. All right. Give me the sack. I'll start putting the Steves in. Let's do it. Let's go.
The Steve's in.
The Steves.
The Steve sack.
What kind of name is Steve?
Oh, I just heard it somewhere. I thought it sounded kind of cool. He picks up one. Like, yeah, doesn't this one look like a Steve? Like, look at his little eyes, his beady little eyes. Hey, buddy.
Eyes point two completely different directions.
Yeah. What? I mean, yeah. The hole's small enough you can eventually probably get them all round up in a sack.
All right.
They might be dumb enough where if you get one in, the rest will follow. So
Look, it's a play tent.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, I'll stand like yeah, Kyler will. He feels bad, but he'll like try to like take some of the weight so they're not all crushing each other and just like doing his best to
Make
be his
the
best.
best.
Just carry them like a papa. You could carry them. Oh yes, my new son, Steve number 3.
Yeah, he tries to carry like as best he can carry one or two of them.
one latches to your leg and just kind of sits there and rides your foot.
Like sits
Oh,
on your foot.
Yeah.
Little did you know coming out here for this adventure you would become a father this day. We all expected it would be Zenir, but it's you.
Oh, so there might still be.
Mazel tov, many blessings upon you.
It's not blessings, they're called kobolds. It's many kobolds upon me.
I mean, you don't have to. We have multiple plans where you don't have to adopt a kobold.
What in the heck?
Yeah, but I like the ones where they don't die.
Yeah.
Oh,
Doggy!
See, technically, my plan didn't have the most direct murder. It just let them be kobolds somewhere else.
I mean,
If we just killed the parents, why do we care about killing the kids?
because the kids didn't do anything.
Neither
And
did
the-
the parents.
They attacked us, so we had to retaliate.
I mean, technically, we were kicking them out of their home by murdering them. That was the point of us coming here. It's not like they attacked us and then we were getting revenge. We were literally standing here
Bad
to
guys.
murder them.
We are the bad guys in this
Now I
situation.
feel bad.
It's a very small.
Weren't they attacking the
side.
people that were trying to come and get the ore?
No, they were just living here.
Yeah, no, yeah. When they came to the cave to get the R, they were attacking them. That did happen.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So
They're
yeah,
also
we
attacking nearby caravans when they would go by later at night, or
No,
if they would stop by.
weren't. No, don't lie. That was something.
Hear
totally
me,
different. That was the bandits we were supposed to kill.
That was the
so.
goblins. That's what goblins do.
Listen, stop with the goblin hate. So much goblin racism.
We're really. It's the problem is solved as far as I'm concerned. We've got our sacks
yeah,
of stuff.
yeah.
Let's get the hell out of here. It's what an hour walk back. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they can start like a wayward home for like little kobold dudes.
Little Steves.
Little
Wayward-
Steves.
Home for wayward Steves.
To be fair, apparently these guys are pretty good miners, and they could use some. So
This is
Yeah,
going to
they
turn
grow some
into everybody you kill, all the orphans are going to be just populating this city. Oh, let's take them back.
I'm so down, Orphan Town. Let's do this.
to
Sounds like you
build
have
a
an
new
army.
building.
Down
Yeah.
Orphan Town.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the opposite of murder hobos. We just collect all the orphans.
Yeah, but then you just literally create a town of "I will grow up to murder you." Like, oh, that whole vengeance plot line of "you killed my father, now I'm going to kill you."
we took care of them. It's fine.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't
we're-
always work.
in my
Not always, but most of the time. But see, it's if 95% of them actually still care about you, they'll take care of the extra 5% who don't. You'll
Breed
have
the
your
loyalty.
army to take. Yeah,
Super.
exactly.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
This is going to end in tragedy.
Probably, but well, that's a problem for the
tomorrow,
future,
us.
for the future us. So let's just. Oh my god.
I'm walking out of the cave now.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's go.
yeah. I got a sack full of Steves. Let's go.
I was
In
too
our
tall for
ore.
the cave. Never went in the cave.
Sack full of
Too small.
Steves. How much? Or did you grab just enough, or did you grab extra? Or-
No, we stayed longer to get
Okay.
extra.
As
Yeah.
much as we can carry.
Yeah,
how much does your sack would hold?
yeah.
Yeah. You tell us how much that is, Mr. DM.
Yeah.
Is that how you walk with kobold on your foot?
You ever tried walking with a smaller human being attached to your leg? It's
No,
uncomfortable.
there aren't very
We'll
many.
say you got enough to eventually make 3-ish, 3 sackfuls equivalent. So 3 extra,
Oh,
so
wait.
like 4 altogether.
Four
How many
things
more
for the
is
5
that than
people.
what we needed?
It's 3 times as much as what you needed. Right.
Oh,
so
okay.
you have 1 order. You made enough to do like 3 other orders.
And our order was like 3 weapons.
I think the
That
order was just like one weapon or a
2
suit of
or
armor, I
3.
think.
Whoever uses a metal weapon. So Goddard. Yeah, so 3 weapons.
It was 3 weapons.
Yeah,
I
for
think-
Goddard, you and Kylar.
Yeah. So we have 9 more weapons worth of stuff.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, sweeten the
So,
deal.
yeah.
Oh, I thought we had to get all of it to get all. Oh, okay, cool, awesome.
Yeah, I don't use weapons, so.
I'd like a pretty tiara.
Ooh.
You can make little collars for all of your children.
Mm.
Soon yours gonna get a collar.
I mean. Oh no.
Do we know what kind of material this ore is, or is it just it's a metal of some sort that we mined?
It's most likely it's just like an iron type, iron based. But the blacksmith who is escaping my name for a second, Hildegard, has discovered a way to like take some of the dust and with the blacksmithing process kind of fuse it to essentially make it better than just regular iron.
Very cool. Okay.
So we're off to sea, off to go home.
The blacksmith.
All right, so you can casually walk home. Some of the kobolds that weren't thrown in the sacks, kind of run around. You got to kind of, direct them
Corral
back the other
them.
way, and
Herding cats.
Yeah.
the great thing that they saw upon leaving the
Oh, no.
nest.
That's why
You
I
know,
put it
because-
in
shield
the
them from it is
bag.
best.
There's none there. Just they gotta
There
walk
was
past
a really big bird. It was a mean bird.
all the dead bodies.
We just like scoot along the edge of the cliffside, avoid the forest entirely. Just
They were dead right outside. the
there
cave.
was a few that were dead right
Yeah.
outside the cave.
just
In the
For-
immortal words of Shaggy, wasn't me.
yeah.
Oh my god.
The
left him dead in the forest. Wasn't me.
Oh
didn't
god.
search their bodies. Wasn't you?
Oh my god.
We didn't. We didn't search their bodies. I swear I
You
did.
never did. Because we pretty much finished combat and that was it.
Oh.
I will let you for this one time since it was late and we ended combat.
I want to do it.
All right.
I wouldn't have.
I'm gonna be like, oh no, what happened? I will see what could possibly have happened to them, and go and search them for their stuff.
All right. Investigation.
17.
Pretty good. Pretty good. You can find, let's say, 35 gold and 12 silver and like 3 copper.
Okay.
And a jar of bees.
You actually find 3 jars of bees.
Cool.
Have you ever looked at the kobold damage table? There's literally a kobold that literally just has garbage in its pack, and one of them is a jar of bees. And the other weapon is a scorpion tied to a stick.
Yes.
Hey, that's a good idea. I mean,
Horrible. One of them is like a gelatinous cube in a pot they can throw at you.
What?
Mhm.
Kobolds are dumb.
Yeah. The dagger that
Or genius.
one of the last guys threw because he got mad at it it's a dagger, but it's got a live scorpion attached to it. So
I think this can stay here.
Sure you don't want to dope the scorpion.
No, I'm gonna take the bees though.
can I have a jar of bees?
No.
No.
gonna put them in
Not
your
all
anus.
Not all bees are named Steve.
I mean,
There you go.
I have a jar of Steves.
I'm not gonna name the bees Steve. That would be silly.
You do find the caster kobold did have a wooden staff of some kind.
Okay.
You don't know what it is. It's just
I'm gonna take it.
it looks it's not a stick, so
Uh-huh.
but it's a staff.
I'm gonna nudge it with my foot. and when it doesn't like
No, it's
Oh.
fine.
when it doesn't like bite my foot or have anything dumb attached to it, I'm gonna take it.
All right.
Joke's on you. They just like wrapped it in poop beforehand.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The sepsis staff.
Mm.
Give a sniff. Right.
Make sure it's not
It
a crap
smells
stick.
horrid because
The stinky
kobolds
stuff.
live underground and they probably all defecate in that hole. And I mean, really, the whole cave smelled horrid, but
Does anybody have that thing where you can tell if shit's magic?
Yeah,
No, nobody. You do?
he is one of the only people here who can do magic. Yes,
Can you tell me if this is worth taking? I don't want to hold it very long.
I'll take one of the ripped up sheets I took from that old house, and I'll wrap the stick up so I don't have to touch it. I'll do it later.
Wipe my hand on the grass.
It takes a little bit.
Okay. So we just stand there for like 10 minutes while the babies look at their dead parents and he figures out if it's
No,
magic.
I said I'll do it later. Like, I'm not going to make us sit here around the kobold corpses.
Okay.
Just do it when I get home. Back to the inn, the tavern.
All right, come on, Steves, let's go.
You're
Right,
fucking
so-
weird.
I'm ready to go.
yeah.
Walk on.
It's better than the alternative. We can't just say "Hey, you" to all of them.
It's
the
basically the
same
same thing. And we just pause. Yeah.
Is this gonna be every time just constant stereo?
Yeah.
Don't make me turn this wagon around. It'll make us go home.
Oh, wagon.
We'll
You
go
walk.
back to jail.
I'll send you right back to jail. I promise.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys eventually get back to town. Get back to Darling. It's getting late. It's not completely dark, but it's definitely sun starting to set.
Was it only like 1 or 2 hour walk?
Yeah, but you took extra hours to get the ore,
Okay, fair enough.
and then plus corralling some of the baby kobolds that were walking. You had to, go back and chase them to, start walking and one goes this way, so you gotta, go back and get it because nobody has leashes on their baby kobolds.
Wouldn't it just be
It's
easier to pick them up?
Inhumane.
I'll tie a leash around him. It'll be around
They're
the
not
neck. but-
humane.
Can I just like? How
Goddard gets
like, I
mad, just
guess-
grabs the leash and just starts.
Yeah.
No,
throws it.
we're not flailing the.
So it's like a length of rope, not foot. Foot, not
Mhm.
foot. Foot of rope.
Well, like a
Like a
tiny
chain
baby
gang?
chain gang. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh my god, this just keeps getting worse.
It's fine. Don't worry
What's the
about
thing
it.
when you get one on each end, you throw it and it like wraps around somebody's ankles?
Ebola.
Bola.
Bolo.
Yeah, bolo. There you go.
Oh
A
my
bolo of
god.
kobolds.
Kobold
Oh my
bolo.
He's
god.
like, ah!
Kobold.
I mean, that would be kobold fashion,
Kobold.
right?
That's pretty good.
Ooh.
Great.
Yeah. I
All
mean,
We're back in
right.
town.
you're in there. You can smell what Beatrix is cooking.
Oh, nice.
It's exactly what you had the night before.
It was good, so I'm looking forward to it.
Hemstrin, and you can see like smoke coming out of the general shop. Not like smoke like it's on fire, but like a small pillow of smoke coming out like through the holes of the roof where it's kind of decayed.
I'll go take a look at the carnage, make sure the house isn't actually on fire.
Goddard hopes the house is on fire.
Because it might be a mimic.
No, he just likes fire.
That's
Fair.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to burn down that first witch's hut or whatever we found. I was like, "Ooh, just burn it down." He was like, nah, it's fine. I was like,
Fair. Maybe you go into the journal shop. You see, you take a little bit to kind of look around, but you can see Hemstring and Skiggs just kind of near an alchemy station. That's got that. You can see that's where the pillow of smoke's coming from.
Just peek my head and be like, "Sorry, saw the smoke. Making sure you're not on fire."
All right. Well, kind of looks down at the floor. We had a little bit of that earlier. So, but we're okay. This guy's learning good so
Such are
far.
such
So
are the
far.
tribulations of alchemy, I imagine.
It's just, yeah, explosions and yeah, we're getting there. We're going to get there.
I'll leave you to it. I imagine if anything bad happens, we'll hear a scream and we'll come help you out.
Yeah, you might just hear the explosion and the house might be gone, but yeah.
Well, there is that option too. Well, keep at it. Good luck.
Bye. Well, that
Is it
you.
Doing my
realist?
damnedest to keep the kobolds out of the building.
Yeah. Xander just like picked up two and it's just kind of like holding them under
Yeah, like
like
rabbits.
no, like you know when you pick up two kids under your arms, like you pick them up.
Use your childbearing man hips and
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah, yeah, just like that. Because you know, like might as
Waddle,
well
waddle,
just carry.
waddle.
Yeah, just carry these two little ones.
If
So
they seem
none of
like they
them are
need
in the
help,
sack right now, right? Because if you got
Basically,
to, I
that's
mean,
what it sounds like. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think one's in the sack. I'm
Yeah.
holding two. One's on my ankle.
yeah. So
He's got
there's
two.
one in
So
the sack.
one's in the sack. Just
Yeah.
that one. I guess that one's asleep.
Yeah, that one's
Yeah.
just chilling in the sack. He's like a little Joey.
He's
See,
so-
that one could be Joey.
I thought it was Steve.
Five Steves and Joey.
Yeah, the Steves and Joey.
Steve, and Joe.
He's the runt probably of the kobold.
Yeah. Oh my god. I can't do this.
Now that we've named them all, it'll be so much easier to kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing makes it easier to murder someone like connection.
Yeah.
Fuck.
worry.
Just-
We're just going to take them up to a farm. It'll be fine.
Just look at the flowers, Steve and Joey.
Drop them off with the fire brigade.
Oh
Right? That's
my
what you do.
God.
It's fine.
Let's
Hello.
let's get
Hello,
Beatrix.
let's see if she wants them, and then we'll worry about it.
Listen, also,
Hi,
where are you going into the blacksmith or Beatrix? Okay.
Beatrix.
I mean, really, you could just once Cassis learns it, pile them all up, increase their gravity, just throw them into the air, and just walk away, and you'll never see them hit the ground
Oh my god.
because you'll be gone by the time they hit the ground.
Stratosphere.
Oh my god.
Out of
Wow,
sight, out of
spell
mind.
Bad point.
Oh my god.
It'll be raining men. Hallelujah.
Oh
Mhm.
my god.
They're children.
Yeah, like
Well, we're gonna let them mature first, maybe, before I splat them.
oh my
I do need to level up to get the spell.
Yeah.
Just drag them around until you get the spell.
Oh,
And then
use
kill them that way.
Use them as tiny projectiles.
There you go.
Pull!
Oh
Got
my
it, throws
god.
an axe at him.
Well, wait, can any of us have minions?
Minions as
Or-
in how?
You
They
know,
could just be portable EXP. So
I mean, minions as in, you know how
You want to be like Groot? Or Gru?
yeah.
Despicable Me?
Yeah. Yeah, but instead of the little yellow guys, little kobolds.
Yeah, you each have a retainer to go get your mail or something.
Yeah.
I do actually
wants to go
have
back to
the.
town?
So it'd be
The
like
book.
Sorry, go ahead.
I say I do actually have the book on like how to have like retainers and minions. So that way, if we want to give them jobs like warrior or rogue or whatever.
Yeah, see?
Mm,
See? Look, I'm not all full of dumb ideas. I think that this could be a good business opportunity for these young kobolds.
I was gonna say it'd be more like the 14 retainer system where it's like you send them out to do something specific and they kind of do something adjacent where it doesn't actually work. You're like, I didn't want this, kobold. Why did you bring me pocket lint when I asked you for meat?
This
Brought you
is
a crystal.
perfect.
That's all I
I'm so
found.
down.
Here's a
Don't know
window
what to tell
pane.
you.
Here's a
Here's a
door.
row.
Here's a seashell.
It's Final Fantasy Tactics, right? You send them on a mission and they say, I have a good feeling, and then you get nothing.
And
Mhm.
exactly. And they lose spectacularly.
Yeah. So,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
getting more and more of that Game of Thrones vibe with the wolves.
Oh my god.
you walk in. You can smell supper, I guess, so to speak. Beatrix isn't really in the kitchen anywhere. She's somewhere. You don't see Oliver. You see Hildegard kind of just sitting at the table eating, but
Hey
it's
there,
really kind of there.
Hildy.
Hey, and she kind of just stops and like, oh hey, what you doing? Like, you come here often? Like, I know you do, but like, what you doing? You want to like go back to the blacksmith shop and like, we'll hammer some
Well,
iron.
well, I mean, maybe later. We did bring that ore and that dust.
Oh,
But
did you? Yes. Oh,
yes,
yes.
but right now we gotta speak to Beatrix because we have he's just like holding up the kobolds. We got a little situation here. We would like her opinion on something.
And she just immediately it's like, they're so cute. Like, I want one. I want to touch it. Can I touch it? Can I
Yeah,
hold it? Oh, it's so
come
cute.
pet my kobold.
And she like just goes and gets one of the kobolds and like she starts feeding it whatever she's eating and like, you're gonna be my
Aw.
best friend.
Aw.
I would think I would like to go back to jail now.
See, this is little Steve.
Hi, Steve. What's the other friend? What's the other one's called? Like, what's their
Oh,
names?
this one's also Steve, and then the one over here in the bag, that's Joey.
She starts to look more puzzled, like, okay, but like, why are they all named Steve? Like,
I couldn't think of any
you
other
could have seen like
names.
Jemima. You could have been like Shaniqua and like Jill or Joe or Bob. And she just spends like 10 minutes just talking about
Do
just
we know where
names.
Beatrix is? Dear fucking lords.
Oh, she's down in the basement. But you're not supposed to go down there though.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Should we
Where's
wait
the
for-
door, though? I'll just
It's
go
in
knock.
the kitchen.
Okay. Welcome. Knock.
I like to imagine I'm trying to sit the kobolds down, but every time I get one to sit down and I go to pick up the next one, that one jumps down, and then so it's just this constant.
You go through the back of the kitchen and you go to where the door is. It's obvious where the door is, but there is a coat rack sitting in front of the door.
Oliver, go to
Yes.
bed.
He doesn't move.
That
That is
Didn't
his
work
bed.
at all. Oh, fuck.
Normally, that's his place to be. Is right in front of that door.
He's like, bitch, I'm in bed.
Yeah.
I'm home. You go home.
So I'm gonna kind of like lean around and knock.
As you start to like lean around, you can still knock, but like one of the coat hook arms or whatever, it just kind of like immediately turns and bends down and just kind of slowly drags across your arm as you knock on the door.
I'm just knocking goodbye.
And
Just
then
going. Just
it
get out of the kitchen.
takes a little bit and you hear it's like, Oliver, move. You hear just a little bit of shuffling. And then she comes up and Beatrix kind of looks around. Oh, you're back.
Why is your mimic
What?
handsy?
He just well, you'll find out
He gets
tomorrow.
lonely.
I
Oh
don't
dear.
know. Oh
It's-
no.
He's hungry.
Okay. All right.
Oh no.
I'm gonna like sort of stiffly turn away, and we have a something we would like you to see in
Oh,
the main room.
okay. He's not really hungry. He just, he it's just a bond. He's bonding with you.
Okay.
Yes, I know. It's really kind of weird whenever like I had to make this his room because whenever I would sometimes wake up, he would be like lightly caressing my hair as I was asleep. So yeah, we had to move his room. So as she turns the corner, I see the problem. I think. And she just
Well,
glares at Hildegard, just going crazy over this little kobold.
we noticed that you enjoyed interesting pets, and
Mm-hmm.
Some of us were loath to kill children. She looks at Kyler. So we thought perhaps you would like them.
To kill.
Oh my
Hmm.
god.
Well,
And if not, we'll worry about it later.
so what happened with the rest of the?
Oh, they're dead. They're very dead.
You're sure?
The big ones, yes, they're dead. But you know, something, and she's like waving vaguely at Mr. Paladin. Some like innocence or something about these ones. So
I see. Well, I mean, it would be. I mean, what do you want me to do with them? I can go feed them to Oliver eventually, or what is your outcome that you would like to procure from this engagement?
I
I
did
still have
have
no
the
idea
thought.
this is going on. I'm still just trying to keep them circled up. So I have no idea what's going on.
I did have the thought. Apparently, they're pretty good miners. Maybe you want to keep them in that capacity.
Mhm.
I lean in. Personally, I was thinking you could feed them to Oliver, but the shiny one over there isn't keen on the idea of killing children.
It's admirable, but both options are good. We might have to think of a way. She just kind of starts thinking of, kind of mumbling to herself. She's jotting stuff down. Well, it might work. Mylna will be in tomorrow, so we'll see if I can't get some extra funds to have some extra labor around here,
There you go, free labor.
or free food, whichever. Maybe we'll have a
Yeah.
kobold stew one morning.
Do they taste good?
I don't know.
Steve Stew.
It's
Well.
just like I never had it before.
Creme de la Steve.
They've got to be all gristle, right?
Steve kebabs.
That can't be good.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
Steve souffle.
It's like trying
So-
to eat a malnourished rabbit.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
nothing there.
So
Just chewy.
Zinir is just like, he's still holding the two that he had, just chilling with them. I guess one of them's looking kind of wall-eyed at him. It's like, so in the meantime, do you have like a pin, like a playpen to keep
A
these little
playpen.
dudes in?
So, a mental image for the wall-eyed one is the dumb penguin from Madagascar.
I pictured them
Yeah, I
as
can
like
see that.
caimans, since they weren't like fully grown or whatever. They're not like walking around. I just picture them as like caimans. You like pick them up by the tail, and they're like, "Arr."
Their tail falls off. I was like, oh crap.
It'll grow back.
Yeah.
They immediately eat the tail.
They would.
And Hildegard's kind of looks like, oh my gosh, like, are we gonna be like parents now? And just stares at Zinir. Like, we could like grow these, and they can call me mom or mama, or they can just call me Hildegard, because I don't want to be like those parents that just just do whatever. And
When Hildegard's like, "Are we gonna be parents?" Alistair literally holds the staff above his head. He's like, "I am going upstairs. Do not disturb me." Just like clomps away. Just like, I hate this entire conversation. This place is awful.
Like,
He goes to his room. Just the door slams and locks it.
I mean, I don't even know which ones are little dudes and little dudettes, so I don't know. How do you sex a kobold?
Phrasing.
like, I don't know. Like,
Well, that's the proper term for
Mhm.
finding out the.
Phrasing.
yeah.
Just-
stick a
Just
finger
how you
in.
said it. How do
try
you sex
and-
a kobold? very carefully.
Careless Whispers plays in the background.
Because you're the one who said it, Mr. Himbo.
Like, I don't know, like, I imagine, like, whenever they get older, I mean, they can be whatever sex they want, or just, like, you know, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna hold them to their standards of being what we tell them to be. Like, Steve
Yeah.
might want to be Stevette, or
So
Joey
maybe Steve wants to
wanted
be Steve.
Yeah. But,
Steve might want a different name than other Steve. Yeah, I get you. I get you.
but we can, like,
Some Steves like Joey's, and some Steves like other Steves.
Mhm.
Yep.
we can kind of, like, corral them in the blacksmith, where we kind of kept the horse that's no longer there.
What happened to
horse
the
died?
horse?
He's outside,
Oh, okay.
dead.
Oh,
Double swerve.
He didn't make it this morning when I went to go feed him. Shortly after you guys left, so me and Hemi and the little green guy, we kind of drug him out a little bit, and they were really interested in some of his parts, so they said he needed for like alchemy stuff. So you know, they took some hooves and some innards, and
So
now
it's
they're
just like a horse carcass in the middle of the town center.
no, it would be behind the blacksmith shop, out in the
Oh,
field a
okay.
little bit. Like, you know, you have this here, so I would imagine it would go whoop out north of the building.
I
Yeah.
wish I was there. I had so many questions.
Mm-hmm.
well, let's all right, Kylar, let's take these little Steves out to the
Pasture.
No.
Take it up on the barn.
I mean, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, they're gonna go chill out there.
I mean, there's this spot that's here. It's like the front of it was like a pen for the horse, so it's like a stable, which then goes in farther into the actual blacksmith shop.
Okay.
So you kind of, she's talking about that little stable in between basically the front of the blacksmith shop.
All right. Well, that's where we're gonna go put our little buddies.
Yeah. If I've been called to like, hey, we've got a place for him. Yeah, we're going. I'm scooting them all together.
Yeah.
And Hildegard follows, and she's kind of cupping one with her arm, and just still, you know, making little kissy
Cooing
finds
it.
at it, and Missy walks
Aw.
off.
I'm gonna go with them, but mostly because when they're done with that, I'm gonna be like, blacksmith, weapons.
Yeah, so I mean, eventually you'll get there, get everything situated, and you'll have to distract her enough because she's still just infatuated with all these little baby kobolds. But you know, it's like a petting zoo.
All right, Hildy. Let's get down to business. Oh,
She stands up, starts to take her, her.
wait, not that business.
Oh,
The metallurgy business.
oh, okay. So, like, what'd you bring me?
So we got your dust and some rocks.
Oh, you brought me a rock? Are we getting married?
No, not that type of rock,
Oh.
babe. Later though, maybe, we'll see how things go. Things may escalate.
I'll
It's moving very fast.
Mm.
We can
Day
we
two of
can
relationship.
be a little role reversal later if you bring me a rock.
Role reversal, you say?
I just
So
won't hit your
about-
prostate. You can hit mine.
Hey.
About this
That's not how
or dust.
prostates are.
We have some of it.
Thank you.
There we go. And we bought some extra if you'd like to buy that off of us.
She's kind of puzzled for a minute. Buy it? Like, why would I want to buy it?
All right, we'll hold on
Like,
to it. Then.
if you give it to me, then I can probably try and make other things with it. Like maybe some extra armor, or maybe some bracers that we might be able to, if we ever get an enchanter in here, we might be able to enchant it, or stuff like that. I mean, I guess you could try and go sell it at another town, but it's kind of however you want to play it, I guess.
Well, first of all, why don't we just worry about the original deal, those 3 weapons?
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's going to take some time, obviously, because it's a
Sure.
little bit of an extended process. But yeah, I
A
can,
tall order.
I can definitely start on it because we'll need a dagger, obviously for you,
Rapier.
a rapier. Okay, I can do that. Do you want to have like any? She kind of points to some of the other rapiers and swords she's made. Like, is there any kind of special hilt that you want? Do you like any specific color of the hilt, or any special designs on it, or like you want to put some tassels on it?
No, I think average, well balanced, comfortable leather wrapped handle will do.
She's like, okay, I think it's kind of boring, but all right. And the more you look at the stuff on the wall, you can definitely tell, like, there's one with the tassel. There's one that's got, like, a purple hued hilt, and just different things in every little design of whatever it can be. Every accessorized.
What would you suggest then?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I can make whatever you like. I like to accessorize my equipment, like when I'm wearing it. So like some days I might be feeling, like very happy, and I might just have like a yellow or a
Why did I ask
black,
this?
or
I'm sorry, no, just normal, just regular. I appreciate the offer. I would
Okay.
like for it to be as
Hellfire
nondescript as
slowly
possible.
walks forward from behind and bumps through and just is like looking eyes agape at all of the like extra accoutrement and just like walks past, just completely flabbergasted.
Oh.
Pretty.
So like you don't want a very big. So you kind of. But she's like, so you want like a smaller handguard, something more concealable? Do you want it
Yes,
to
that would be
be
wonderful.
like standard length as a rapier, or maybe a little bit shorter to hide, or
Standard would be fine.
okay? And she's like making notes on her. She's just writing on her table, but it's like okay. And she like goes and kind of measures yourself and kind of like what would be a standard to your height, because obviously standard to her is
Yeah.
shorter. And what other weapons do we need?
Can I use brass knuckles?
No.
Oh.
I mean, would that technically be a monk weapon?
Could be.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Like I don't actually know.
I mean, you could definitely use a short sword or something like that. That's a monk weapon. But it
You
just
can
depends on
just,
if you
like,
want
flavor
to.
text a monk weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm doing. My claws are flavor text.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I want some sort of like
Knuckle
Bejeweled
yeah.
knuckle dusters.
Yeah.
Dope.
Why not? Yeah, like let's bling them out.
Yeah, on each one of the knuckles just spells out my prostate.
There's too many letters.
Well, I mean,
Hildy's bitch.
yeah.
There are too many letters.
Put them together, use the ends and the end,
Actually, if you include the thumbs, it's not too many letters.
I know a word that starts with B that you can use that I'm not allowed to say.
No,
Bees!
you're not allowed to. No one's allowed to say it.
There's just like a space then?
Yeah.
MY space word you can't say?
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess so.
BEEEEEEEES.
It's bussy. It's a bussy.
It is. It definitely. Yeah. Functionally the same.
I saw a couple
didn't
of
say
like,
it.
what did he talk? What did he talk? Bussy. It's bussy.
See, I didn't say it.
Yep.
fine.
That's why I
So-
should have. Yeah.
She's at the mention of Knuckles, she's just like, I already know the measurements of your hands because I got them while you were asleep one night.
Oh.
So I can already fashion these up. I don't need any extra things, and I'll just put my own little flair on it.
All right.
I might have like
Does it
locks of
bother
my
you?
hair inside of it or something.
Ew.
It's better not to think about it.
And so,
This is your fault, so why are you concerned?
It's not really my fault. You could have said no.
really, I don't know. It's pretty much served up as, here's this is for you.
You could have said
You
no.
thirsty
You could
girl.
say no right now, but I don't see you saying no right now, do I?
I mean, I'm gonna reap some benefits.
Yeah. So it's not my to do. It's yours.
Mm.
And so we need. So she kind of walks over to Godric, and what are we doing for you? I guess kind of looking up at Godric.
So out of character, that's kind of a interesting question because, like, theoretically, I use the stats for a sword for the versatile weapon,
Yeah.
but they're just my hands. Like, they're just like claws. So I'm sort of like unarmed. So I don't know how you want to rule that. Like, would she make almost like an iron glove or an iron claws,
Yeah, like bladed
talons?
gauntlet kind of.
Yeah, it'd be like we could just make like a glove that's kind of. I know you don't know it, but it would be kind of like the latest relic monk weapon, where it's kind of like glove, and then it's kind of got pointed
A
claws
plate.
on the end
Oh yeah.
that are kind of they'll be like metal tips. So it's just kind of like,
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Like, do you want to have your claws colored?
Green.
Green? Oh, I like that. Let's get some of that green from Skeggs. Yeah, I could totally do that. Anything else? Like, kind of limited with some space, but
No, just green. That works for me.
okay, we could do it. Like toast. And it's kind of
Did you say do it like toast?
totes.
Oh,
We can do
totes.
it,
Yeah.
totes.
I was like, we could do it like toast. I was like,
Like toast.
is that just a? Is that like a Midwest saying? I don't understand.
And she, ends up walking up to Kyla. And what do you like?
There's just so many options. I don't know where to start. And he like
You can't
reaches
take
up
me
to like the purple
untaken.
hilt.
Like, you can't start here. You have to start there.
He just doesn't get it
Yeah.
at all, and is just like lightly stroking it, like the different types of hilts and everything. So just a short sword with this and that, and just like starts like scribbling down into something. He wants to have like his god's like logo. Like he's just going all out. He's the hilt and everything. No matter what, he's just trying to.
Mhm.
He's never had like the choice to do something like this before, so he's just going all out.
He went to the Sunday bar and picked every topping.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically that's what's happening right now.
All right. So Hildegard's just taking notes, and she's like, okay, like I can do that. Like, this might take a little bit longer, but maybe not, since one of them just kind of like some claws. But like, I can probably do most of this pretty easily.
Like as long as you
So-
need, it doesn't. I need it.
Like toads. Like, what's your favorite color?
I forgot. Hold on, let me find his.
Oh, you actually do have a favorite color.
Well, no, I'm trying to remember his skin color. Did we go with dark red for him? Because I
think
remember one of us was red and one was blue.
Blue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're red.
Like, so he's So it'll be like gold. A golden color would probably be the favorite. Yeah.
Okay, like I can do that. Like, you actually want me to like, if you want to like leave me a couple of gold pieces, like I can melt those down and like have like a gold inlay in it or something like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's
That
he's
sounds
totally.
cool.
Okay, well, yeah, it's a little late to start the forge up today because I've already turned it off for the night and it's kind of died down. But
You're just saying that because you want to fuck this guy.
I mean, yeah, who wouldn't? He's so dreamy.
Oh, I try.
He brought me all these babies. Like, I just love them.
They are pretty cute.
They're all gonna sleep with me tonight after I do some things.
It's me, things.
Oh yeah, I had no idea.
Oh, I
Shit.
love you guys.
She pretty much sets into getting the kobolds to not be able to really get out for the most part because they've kind of sprawled into the blacksmith shop, and you see some like kind of picking up like small tools or whichever, and falling over with them, or whichever. You guys might want to like get a good night's rest, except for you, big boy, because Mylna's gonna be here early. Like, she gets here like super early, like when the sun comes up.
Oh wow.
So yeah, like I wouldn't even be able to have breakfast yet, and we have to sit around and stand around and look all proper. It's such a drag.
Oh, so do we have to dress for Mylna's arrival?
Not normally. I just like to, not be all blacksmithy and dirty.
All right.
You could give me a tongue bath tonight. I'll give you one.
I mean, let's discuss this after everybody
Whoa.
goes to
Who'd
bed.
we lose? Oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Turn
Everything's
your
fine.
camera. There we go.
This is fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry.
Well, let's discuss this after everybody goes to bed. We shouldn't discuss our plans in front of
Really quick. Icy casts this, but stream doesn't. So Monty, you might need to reactivate his camera.
It's all right.
I have to. Oh, there it goes.
There be.
There.
Yep.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, we shouldn't discuss our plans in front of the kids.
The children?
The sleeves.
Oh, they're probably going to hear you screaming tonight, though, so I don't have
Yeah,
time to make
probably.
little earplugs for them.
I'm
Well-
going. I'm hungry. It's dinner. Goodbye.
Goodbye!
Can I at least get dinner too before
I thought I was your dinner.
I mean
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Thank you.
I'll be here waiting. Probably
gives her a
naked.
little kiss boop on the nose. And then he heads back to the to go get some grub.
She definitely grabs her butt as you're walking away.
Hell
Full
yeah.
hand.
Hell, a two-hander, double cheek, just handfuls.
Palaya reluctantly leaves the kobolds there, and like as he's leaving, he's like trying to like let it go and like not be overwhelmed, but at the same time, you can just tell the kobolds just probably don't give a shit.
They're very
It's like-
interested in all the small tools that they found now.
Oh dear. I think this was a terrible idea, but at least your conscience is fine.
I mean, could be worse.
So yeah, while they were all gone, I was casting Identify as a ritual on the staff. So
Yeah.
Hmm. It's
poop covered stick. Gotcha.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh no.
Opens window, throws it outside.
Yeah. Actually, you,
Which accounts to poop golem once per day.
yeah,
Yeah.
you
And the great mighty poop.
actually find out that it's not. It's definitely caked in mud and dirt and everything else, but like setting it down to cast Identify on it, you hear a harder thunk than what it should be. It's doesn't sound like what a wooden stick would be, like wood on wood. So
Right.
as you've went to kind of clean it up a little bit, you actually find out that it's a metal rod. But upon casting Identify, it's the immovable rod,
How big is it?
about that big.
Oh, so it's okay. So it's like 2 feet long.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, those
Flat
are
iron rod
terrifying.
with a button on one end. You can use an action to press the button, which causes the rod to become magically fixed in place until you or another creature uses an action to push the button again. The rod does not move, even if it's defying gravity. The rod can hold up to 8,000 pounds of weight. More weight causes the rod to deactivate and fall. A creature can use an action to make a DC or to make a strength check, moving the fixed rod up to 10 feet on success.
Okay.
So, I guess we come back in.
Go in for dinner?
and- Yeah.
Yep, it's dinner time.
Yep.
I imagine. Yeah, I imagine the Identify probably is done by the time they get back. So I'll just come downstairs with the newly
Yeah.
cleaned up rod in my hand.
So does it
Hey,
actually look like wood, or is it just
No,
all the dirt, everything?
It was just the wood look was just dirt and mud and
Okay.
everything else. It was too cake that the kobolds didn't realize that there was a button on it to push.
Gotcha. Okay.
Layers of filth.
Mm-hmm.
cool
They found it in
stick, bro.
hoarders.
Cool stick, bro.
Well, thank you.
Is that my stick?
It is. Here you go. And I'll hold it out to her and like.
Click the button.
Now click the button again.
Oh, is that what this is?
That is what it is.
Oh.
Yeah, really cool stick, bro.
I just look overwhelmed, like, I could do so many cool thiefy things with this. And it's 2 feet long?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Ha. 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 And just for funsies, I put it in the air and I click it and I just hang there for
It's definitely there. Yeah, the real trick is trying to pull yourself up with enough
Yeah.
momentum, click the button, and then move it up again and click it.
A salmon ladder.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, I mean, dinner's there. There's some plates that Beatrix made. She's back down in the basement, but she left out enough plates for the stew that you had the previous night and some bread. The bread's fresh, but you know.
I'm gonna put the stick maybe half of the length of the plate away from the table and click it in place and put the plate half on the table, half on the stick. Just because I can.
Oh. As you're leaning back, I'm like, where is this going?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put this. Okay.
Just for a second, and then just sort of be like, "Ha, that's so cool! All right," and put it back and put it away.
Yeah, it's It's there.
It stays.
Mm-hmm. Just eating your dinner quietly.
Yeah. I think Kalara would just be eating kind of exhaustedly, having carried the kobolds.
Hmm.
If anybody has any bread they don't want, can I have it?
What for?
I need my strength.
You carbo loading.
Yeah,
Alicero slide his piece of bread over.
thanks, man. He's like breaking up the bread and just,
Can you do me a
enjoying dinner.
favor?
Sup?
When she starts to talk, could you shut her up? Like with your hand, with your mouth, whatever. Just when she starts to talk for too long, just oh baby, time to shut up. Kiss her or something.
Oh, make it pretend like you're being romantic and ask her to blow you. That way she shuts up and you get a blowjob.
In front of all of y'all? That's
Who cares?
We're
so-
all painfully aware of what's going on at this point, I think.
You know what? You start and we'll leave. How about that? I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that's a room clearer.
He's
That
kind of
is-
dumb.
That is my price for this piece of bread that I will gladly give you if you just shut her up when she talks too much.
I'll see what I can do.
Doesn't have to be your dick.
Thank
Just touch
you.
her face, kiss her or something. Just distract her somehow.
Okay,
Excellent.
I'll do my best. I bet she really likes to talk.
Yes. Yes.
He takes the bread graciously and continues to enjoy dinner with allies.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, this day did not turn out the way that I thought it would ever turn out.
That it did not.
Yeah.
A lot less killing than you thought would happen.
Yeah, but there was still an amount of killing. And
I mean, it turned out this way because of the two of you. It's not that anyone else did anything different. It's you were both weirdos in the situation.
well, I mean, look, I feel better because I would have felt really bad if they would have immediately became, coat rack food. So
That still might happen. We can't be here all the time, and I guarantee you we're not taking them on every quest we go on.
can we have one? Can we take one?
Which Steve do you love more? Can you tell the difference
I
between
can.
Steve's 1 through 5?
Gotta
I
take
can,
Joey because he
actually.
rides in the sack.
Yeah, see, Joey is the small one. He likes to ride in the bag, and then Steve number 3 has the weird eyes that go in the different directions.
You're gonna wear Joey in a papoose, and you're gonna get punched, and Steve is gonna get gooed.
Cobalt armor.
Yeah. Temporary HP.
Oh my god! Y'all are killing me with your heartlessness.
I didn't
Oh
say
my
that's what I
God.
want to happen. I'm saying,
Yeah.
like, oh, I've got my little Steve here. Somebody
I
will
want
gut
them to
check
live
you
and
and
for
be
you
like,
guys to have an army.
Oh my
that's
God.
too funny. I'm just imagining like an old school cartoon where they like duct tape everything, so there's like one kobold on each bicep, there's one on each thigh.
My kobold armor.
Then you give each one a dagger, so it's like extra stabbing as you're swinging.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Halfling covered in kobolds wielding knives.
That is
Yep.
an image.
Yeah, it is an image.
That is an image.
Probably not the weirdest armor that has been created in D&D, but it's up there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Was it one of you two, Charles or Phil, who told me about paper armor? Somebody was wearing like magic paper armor or something like that. Or maybe that's from somebody else told me about that.
I don't think that was me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was like a magical grimoire where they took all the pages and made armor out of it, so it was
That's
technically
cool.
indestructible.
I like.
Nice.
Well, that's like a Read or Die, the anime. And then they
Mhm.
made a TV show called Read or Die, the TV. and
Yeah.
they could do stuff like
Nice.
that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Paper was their weapon. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, a classic.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys are good, you can finish out the night, go up to your rooms, and hear some maniacal laughter at the outside. It's Skigs, but
The blacksmith. Nice.
yeah.
Boy, Jesus.
Should I still voice Gigs, or do you want to take over that duty?
Might have to trade off back and forth a little bit.
Alright.
But yeah,
Hear like a small explosion, be like success.
that's exactly what I'm thinking of.
Nice.
But if you guys are don't have any other prior engagements that you want to do tonight, we can take a quick break and then come back for the morning or whenever you guys
The
wake up.
following day.
Yeah.
The morning after.
Morning
I have a
after.
question.
Yeah.
The person who clicks the immovable rod,
Uh-huh.
do they have to be the one to unclick it, or can anybody unclick it?
It just says it's anybody can.
Okay. Well, that would be
Yeah.
hilarious, but I guess that's
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, the button just
Again,
has to be unclicked.
Just use it
Thinking
on
of using,
something
like-
with no intelligence.
Like Thor's hammer. Just put it on someone's chest and click
Yeah.
the button and walk away.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
put
that
it like on their elbow where they can't reach. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, no, it's just the tongue, but you know.
Yeah.
I actually knew somebody that could lick their own weenus.
I was like, put it in Alistair's doorway.
Yeah.
So he can't close the door.
So nice. I could have said
I
it was just
know.
a piece of rod,
I
just
know.
a dirty stick.
Can't do it anyway. Can't do it anyway.
I mean, only you can do it if the door opens out, but
Yeah.
so he can't get out.
Mm-hmm.
All the doors open.
No,
in.
no.
I mean, I could just limbo under it.
No, not if the door opens out. Then you can't open the door.
Well, yeah, if the door opens out, but they all open in.
Oh my gosh! Now there's just going to be a game of limbo going on with this.
Aren't you some sort of magic user? That's a good way to get the whole inn burnt down.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think. It's like I can't get out. All right, blowing this wall out.
Oh, jeez.
No, I don't have explosions yet. I just
Okay.
have gravity, so I'll just crush the door in.
All right. Break time. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Let everybody get up, stretch, use the bathroom, get drinks, and then we'll continue our broadcast day.
Woo.
Woo!
Very cool.
Trace, we're back. Everybody's on the same spot. Okay. Who's waking up early?
Alistair.
2. Is everybody waking up early?
I will attempt to.
Yes.
How okay, look, how rough was she last night?
All right, roll a d20 for me.
All right. Let's do it.
Why do you ask me first?
Cuz I always ask you first.
And you press the button. Just I don't know, probably /R1d20.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that? Book of erotic fantasy? Is that what it is?
Oh yeah, 3.5.
What?
Oop.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a book in 3.5 called the Book of Erotic Fantasy, and it had a lot of good rules in there. 4 things. Many things.
What was
How
the
you
command
fucking
again?
D&D?
Yep.
What?
How to have sex, how to deal with like getting drunk, how to
Mhm.
deal with drugs was also in it. It also came with its own set of spells. Like one of the spells was called like block the seed. There's like a, and then there was one, the opposite, like fertility
Mhm.
spells.
There's a lot of fun cantrips in there.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
favorite was I made someone lose all of their hair, like
Yeah.
pillatory.
Yeah, depilatory, yeah.
They deserved it.
They did.
Just all their body hair just instantly gone.
Eyebrows and everything.
Yep.
Zeniro suffers 1 point of exhaustion.
So
You're going to be super tired until you find time to, at least sleep for an additional 4 hours.
okay, so he does not get up early. He just sort of he gets up early, but it's not like, the crack of dawn with everybody else.
Oh yeah, everybody can also do a long rest
Long rest.
because you guys slept through the night.
Good. My HP was half gone.
But
I always forget where the button for that is.
It
don't
is
know
under
what-
your portrait. It's a little bed
Yeah, on your character sheet under your
Ah.
portrait.
Thanks.
right next to your health.
I got it.
but
Yeah, that's the one on the right.
It's not doing it.
It opens up a little window, and then you click the one on the right.
It's not doing it.
Hover over it, and then it should expand into 2 hourglasses, and you want the right one.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh.
I'm clicking it.
Another window should pop up, and then you should have to confirm on that window. It might have popped under.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Rest. Rest about 15 times.
Rest.
I have the thing popped out on my other monitor, so
Mm.
the little prompt window went to the first one.
gotcha.
Thanks, friends.
Anytime.
So, yeah. So for those that wake up early, you come downstairs and it's silent. There's nothing. Nobody's really moving around. There's
Make
nobody.
myself-
Huh?
Make myself a quiet cup of coffee and just kind of like sit in the middle of the tavern, just so quiet.
And as the sun starts to rise, you hear commotion outside. Definitely a lot more than what you normally hear outside. And eventually, as time goes on, Skiggs comes running in. Hey, where's everybody?
They're sleeping still.
So,
You've ruined it.
Skiggs takes up, just starts screaming, "Ah!" and just runs upstairs, down the hall, turns around, and runs back down the hall, and then stops screaming, and then walks outside.
Alistair's just rubbing his temples. He's like,
I didn't
Yeah, that'd get me up.
realize he was a 5-year-old.
Just gotta be loud. I mean, he might have got tasked with go get everybody up. And
Gonna
then
wake me up. That's enough to get me moving.
Zinir would hear, "Hey, sleepyhead, like, you guys need to be outside like 5 minutes ago, so please don't embarrass me."
I'll get my pants. I'll go.
No.
Okay.
Leave the pants.
Okay, like,
He
just
gets
try and
dressed.
hurry.
He gets dressed as promptly as he can manage, and then he goes downstairs.
So
Yeah.
do
Everybody,
you think that means we need to go outside?
Yeah. He just follows everybody else. They fall out. You know, if they fall out, he's going to. He's like, okay, I got pants. Let's start this day.
Hmm.
It's really early.
And that's it. It's literally just pants, nothing else.
yeah.
Oh no, wait. Okay, he also put on his shirt. He got dressed, but it was very imperative that I stated that he put on his pants.
Yeah.
No free donging.
No free donging. Yeah,
And
we're meeting a new
free-
person. Can't just, you know.
You're not really meeting a new person. You all kind of met her ish.
Or yeah, but
To a degree.
we're yeah.
To a degree. Alright. Everybody.
Well,
Mm.
still got my cup of coffee in my hand. Just walk outside.
Okay. You walk outside and there is a platoon of general bodyguards of, you know, the kingdom ish. You see Beatrix is standing there. She's in a lot more formal gear or formal like
Where?
dress. Kind of has her, you know, like a loose fitting dress, but then like a vest that goes over the top of it that's more showy, or is it I can't think
Ornate.
of? Yes, ornate. And then she
Nice.
has a little shawl that goes over it that's, you know, snapped in the front. And look, him like still looks the same, but he's basically kind of like licked his hand and like smoothed his hair back. So he, you know, kind of tries to look presentable. Skiggs is just, he's definitely got a lot of soot on him from probable explosions that have been recent. And,
Classic Skigs.
yeah. And actually, Hildegard was, you've never seen her before in regular clothes. She looks like a normal,
Lady.
halfling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of, she's a more of a suits pants kind of lady, not more dresses, but you know,
Yeah.
got
Never would
some,
have guessed.
yeah, got some slacks and you know a button-up shirt. Her hair's clean. No, she doesn't really have a lot of soot on her, so they're
But
all
is
just
she
kind of,
talking?
huh? She's not talking at all,
Mm.
and how
Blessed
quiet.
be.
And Senior would have been able to tell, with probably how quiet that she was. She was probably turned around talking like, "Hey, can you like get her?"
I want to show
Um,
my boss my boyfriend.
and so you have a platoon that's kind of um, on the opposite side of the well, and then out front or in front of the platoon, there is a drow elf that is darker hair, darker skin, colored obviously being a drow. Um, her wear doesn't look as ornate, but that could just be because of travel. More kind of wrapped up in a cloak. Not as much for concealment, but just more to try and keep the road grime off. You know, there's behind the platoon, there's a couple carts they rode in. Some people walked, some people rode horses, mix of everything. There is a cart that is um, filled with crates, probably from the shipment that Beatrix was talking about. So that's your first impressions as you all walk outside. And just kind of
How many people did you say it was?
a platoon full, so let's say about 21,
Okay.
give or take. 3 rows of 7s, yeah, about 21 people, 21 guards ish.
And they are all, you said they're all in one type of uniform?
Yeah, they're all dressed similarly the same. Nothing with like crests of Thukabet, but they all act similar, so you know they're all used to. They act like they're uniform, but they're not in uniform.
Okay.
So, the drow just kind of looks across, and I guess you would have known that this is Mylna because you've seen her when you were getting on the wagon. She's like, it's about time, some of you, to wake up.
Apologies.
Hey,
He stands up straighter. He just says apologies and stands up straighter.
So we don't necessarily have to be that formal around here. Some of them like to be. I wouldn't say necessarily that you have to be. How did your kobold mission go?
We cleared all the kobolds out of the cave.
All of them?
We got them all out. Yes.
Well, I guess technically you did get them all out. Just curious. But
I assume that means you know about the ones that we brought back with us.
yes. Beatrix informed me of that this morning.
Some of us have soft hearts, apparently.
Well, we can't have a full group of everybody that's just ready to kill everything. Gotta have a little bit of a checks and balances, so to speak.
But we thought perhaps they could be useful around here if they were raised correctly.
Maybe. Well, more discussions with Beatrix will have to decide on proper usage of labor.
At that, Kyle is just kind of like, okay, but
She leans over to Kyler. Just think, if they become slaves, it's your fault.
Oh my god, that's awful. I was thinking of a kobold orphanage. Okay, all right, I'm okay.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Probably better than dead.
No.
So,
Kyler's like, I don't like you anymore.
The paladin and a rogue. It was never going to happen.
Yeah. How did that first assignment go?
A little bit strange. We lost the coachman. Something attacked the horse and he ran off into the woods and we couldn't find him. It was rainy and dark and there's some zombies.
Yeah, and we decided as a group that it wasn't a werewolf, but I still have my.
Why do you keep bringing it up? It wasn't a werewolf.
Well, we didn't see it wasn't a werewolf.
What wasn't a werewolf?
Whatever killed the horse. It was big. It had big teeth and claws.
Something tore our horse apart, absolutely in pieces.
Like
probably
eviscerated.
You should probably saw the corpse on the way here if you came from the same direction we did.
I didn't
scavengers.
I see there was a broken cart, but that was really about it. The informant kind of told me of things that happened. Or I guess what you guys had told them.
You know, that little one. What was his name?
I don't know. It's not really meaningful to me.
Dunlap. Yeah, Dunlap. Was that it?
Maybe.
Oh, right. Sure.
I actually forgot, so we'll just go with it.
He's Dunlap.
This is Dunlap. I have it here in my notes.
That was my
It
notes that I
sounded right.
lost. Yeah. But
The
yeah.
coach driver was Frank.
Mm-hmm. Frank actually showed back up the other day.
Oh, did he? What happened?
It's live.
Surprised he could run more than 5 feet with a cough in his lungs up.
Well, yes, but he's alive.
Did he see the werewolf?
Holy crap, it wasn't a fucking werewolf.
He's actually he got quarantined for a little bit. But
For lycanthropy.
yeah.
Don't bring that. Don't make it reality.
We actually sent him on another scouting mission, so he's out and about.
Oh, pertinent information about the first job. It was a necromancer in the cave, and he kind of got away because he poofed somewhere. We couldn't stop him.
Okay.
That is true.
She,
Well, I mean, technically, we did stop whatever he was doing, but
He was doing some kind of weird ritual, so we stopped him from doing that, but he is still out and about.
did you leave his ritual like it was? Did you mess with it? Did you break it down, or just kind of?
It wasn't much to break, unfortunately. It wasn't like a plinth or anything like that. It was just kind of symbols on the floor that we kind of scraped up.
Okay.
I'm curious. Go ahead, sorry. No, go ahead.
I was just asking if he. What do you know? What kind of ritual it was? Was he trying to bring people back from the dead? Was he?
He summoned some little imps, so I imagine it might have been a summoning ritual. But we didn't. We didn't get enough time. I didn't get enough time to observe the ritual. I figured letting him complete it would be a bad thing. So.
He had a body on the table.
Yeah, the body.
Okay, and she kind of looks over at one of the other guardsmen who doesn't really look like they're carrying a weapon of any type, but they're just making notes and taking notes and writing down notes. Anything else of that job that was out of the ordinary?
I'm terribly curious. What murdered our horse? Surely Frank knew and told you.
Frank didn't actually remember.
Okay, so
fucking Frank.
Frank said that he had a terrible coughing fit, which is normal. That's why we quarantined him for a little bit. He said that he blacked out and that he was thrown from the horse as he was blacking out, I imagine. But he woke up next to the cart, into some giant bushes that were nearby. But that's all he said that he remembered, and he woke up a couple days later.
Because it's gonna look directly at Alistair. Are you sure he's not a werewolf?
Listen, we checked around the car and he wasn't there, so I don't know if he's pulling our chain or what. Or if he woke up before all of us and just booked it.
Well, I mean that's his report anyway, so we're keeping eyes on him as he's going through this next.
When is it that they turn into werewolves? Is that a full moon? Was that not a full moon?
I mean, there have
just looks at her with his cup, his coffee. He's just like,
can I do a history check to see if I remember if it was a full moon?
I mean, it was 3 nights ago. The moon was still pretty full for,
I mean,
but was it a full moon? It wasn't waxing. It wasn't waning. Was it full?
A full moon.
Well,
it was the beaver moon.
You know when necromancers like to do rituals? Full moons.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Hildegard pipes in. I saw a full moon last night.
You're a very classy lady.
he just looks over and
Thanks.
winks at her.
I mean, you can roll a history check if you'd like, but it's
How else do you explain it easily?
Some things are not explainable.
I
19.
mean,
yes,
I
It was a
don't-
full moon.
yes.
Straight up full moon, motherfucker!
I mean,
It was raining. We wouldn't be
it's
able to
been
see
3
anyway.
days. It's been 3 days, so it's like, you know, you would have to roll anything higher than a 5 to remember that it was a full moon 3 days ago.
I said we couldn't tell it was full moon anyway because it was raining all night.
It was raining most of the night, yes.
Maybe I know about moons. You don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't
Yeah.
raining last night, so you've been like, oh, you know.
It's probably full moon 3 days ago. I'm
Everything's
just
coming up
saying,
werewolf.
I know.
Yeah.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but our horse exploded. Our coachman ran away.
If he was a werewolf, why was he not up and wolfing about then?
maybe
He probably
We
was.
don't know that.
Yeah,
He
didn't
ran
see
off
him.
into
He
the
was
woods.
gone.
We did not follow him.
Why did
Yeah.
he? If he was a werewolf, why would he leave 6 unconscious delicious morsels in the back of a wagon?
maybe
were
he was full
unconscious?
after he ate the horse, right?
You guys
And
wasn't
then he
unconscious, though.
No, we weren't unconscious. Perhaps he still had some sort of morals and he didn't really like that horse.
Oh yes, because werewolves are known for
Werewolf
their
didn't know.
morals.
you
Maybe
don't
I
know
don't-
that.
We're
I
back
don't
there. It
truly
was
know
raining,
how
he couldn't smell
werewolves
it.
work.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you met a
Let's
werewolf?
talk about this later. We're embarrassing ourselves in front of Beatrice.
I think it's hilarious.
We also found some zombie children
Hmm.
or ish like things.
Okay.
Stinking of evil.
Yes.
I mean,
There
Just
were
sounds like stinking.
there were skeletons, revitalized skeletons too, right? In the cave.
mhm.
Obviously, necromancer, zombies, skeletons, pretty obvious. The imps though were a bit more telling, I think.
Okay. Okay.
But the little kids, they looked normal at first.
It could have been, I don't know, some other kind of illusionary magic to cloak or disguise, I guess. That's not really my forte, but you know, it's something that it's definitely something to make note of. Anything else from recent missions?
If I can think of.
I think that was.
There
I
was
think
something in the water next to the necromancer that we didn't get to deal with.
Oh,
I mean, that lake-ish area and a lot of these waters funnel out to the ocean, so it could have been an ocean creature that is able to survive in, you know, different types of water, and so it's
the
nothing.
were shark.
Yeah, it's nothing out of the
Yeah, it
possibility.
didn't bother us, so
Maybe if you got in the water, it might have. Some of them can be territorial, I imagine. And the person I'm still just jotting down notes. It's almost like a I forget what they're called, but they're in court and they're just basically typing down everything, every little word that somebody says. It's essentially that.
Stenographer,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
It's basically that. They're just constantly writing.
Did he have to write the whole werewolf conversation down?
Yes.
I would love to see a conversation about werewolves in shorthand. I wonder what that looks like.
These idiots think there was a fucking werewolf.
Werewolf? Question mark?
Yeah.
Right? Dead bodies? I don't know. Okay. She kind of waves her hand, and some of the guards kind of split off and go do other things. They have their own things they're doing around here. Would you care to go inside and we can? Oh wait. Beatrix, actually, you have something for me, don't you? And she kind of, yes, my lady. I do. Oliver, Oliver, come here. So Oliver walks out, and Oliver is now a big, like a wardrobe closet, one of those like, you know. And
Like
then it just kind of,
Narnia portal.
yeah, it just kind of shuffles through the door a little bit and just kind of walks out, and then its doors fling open, and it just a body rolls out onto the floor.
Oh.
He's
That's not what I
alive.
was expecting. I was definitely thinking of Beauty and the Beast, where the doors fly open and the like pieces of cloth fly out, and suddenly she's in a dress.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. If you remember, you've heard things down in the basement of a person like ruffling around. That's probably this person.
Are they in distress since they were just
He
spat
wasn't.
out?
He wasn't
They
chewing
did
on
come out of
them.
a wardrobe. Distress.
He's not.
Boo.
He wasn't there for long. It's pretty much just transportation from the closet or from
Basement
The
the
closet.
basement to outside.
Okay.
So he's probably been there maybe an hour.
So what you're saying is our conversation about werewolves delayed letting him out of that wardrobe.
Potentially.
In a strange turn of events, his name is Steve.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Steve's, it's your papa, Big Steve.
This this person, this is Mylna talking again, because Mylna and Beatrix sound so much alike.
Your one lady voice.
Yeah. Well, I could be like this and like, oh my gosh. This is proper lady voice 1. Mylna's like, yes, this is my example of what happens if you guys go too much off key. If you catch my drift, you can, these things start to happen, and if you look at their on their chest, on their left part of their chest, you can see where there's a little dot, and you all for right now have that dot just on different parts of your body. If you remember, I test all of you whenever you are getting into the cart, and you all can recall when she either touched your arm, your shoulder, your forearm, the top of your hand, whichever. And she starts to make a gesture, and the dot expands out like a loop. And so it's like this would be like the first time that something bad would happen. And she turns it, makes another motion with her hand, and then another one sprouts out. And then
Is it happening on the dude?
Yes, it's happening on the
Okay.
guy. And so this would be like the second time, and this is the third time. And at this point, and it's a circle, and then it's kind of like 3 lines that kind of wave out a little bit. Like this is the point to where you know that you are in deep water. This is the point to where your time is almost up if you're at the point of not cooperating very well. And as she takes her hand and she just twists it from each point out, they just spiral and to make a complete circle, and the symbol on his chest just glows brighter, and then it stops for a second, and he yaps, and then he just turns to dust and falls to the ground.
That's
Oh,
quite a
shit.
threat, isn't it?
Oh shit.
It's a curse seal.
Quick question: does the
Mhm.
symbol on us glow at all, or is it just like a tattoo ink dot?
Yeah, it's just like
or...
a dot. It only, yeah, it's kind of like that. Essentially, it's um, except the dot in the middle smaller. It's not more oval. It's kind of smaller dot, and then they spiral out. But none of yours are glowing. It only glows like as it's activating.
Okay.
So yes, there's no coming back from this. You are gone. You are wiped from existence. He was a terrible criminal that liked to prey on children and old people. So there's no point in having someone like that around. But
Fair.
that is to the point. So do you know that this is how serious that it can be and how serious I am in trying to reform you guys to not being where you were. And so also other things that I can do is, and she starts to make that first same motion again, and everybody in the group can notice that one little sprout from their mark grows. But also that I can do this, and they all grow at the same time, and then she reverses the image or reverses the hand motion, and it goes back into just a dot. So there is some redemption to, like, if you get too hot, and you start to get some marks, and then that's kind of how it is. You can come back from it a little bit. It's not permanent. And then I can even do this, and she just wipes her hand, and everybody's dot disappears. The dot was there initially to see how well you did and how truthful you were for these first side missions or little missions. So if you guys just went crazy, I had at least a little bit of a hold on you to instantly stop you if my plan went a little south. So currently, as a sign of my good faith, I would have to, and she makes the same hand gesture again, and there's no dot there. So you can think about, and Alistair would probably, it's starting to click more for Alistair just because of arcane knowledge, that the dot is the focal point of the curse mark. So the dot has to be there to start, and if the dot's not there, it doesn't activate. Like, nothing can control it. So she's like, yeah, so we're kind of at a clean slate right now. Um, I'll still probably be able to tell what you guys are doing, and if I have to come and track you down, I will. And if I have to reapply that mark, it's not coming back off. So, Jack claps her hand. Who's hungry for breakfast? Because I'm starving. If you would, we can all
Oddly, not hungry. Go figure.
Oh.
Yeah, I could eat.
So might I suggest we move inside?
Yeah.
And we can talk actual business and potential needs of things that we might need or that you might need, because I am also a resource to things that you might need to acquire. And the rest of the platoons are kind of walking around, and um, you hear one that's kind of walked around towards a blacksmith, and it's like, oh, what is this? Oh, let's kill it. It's, you know. And then you hear Hildegard chasing him. Don't you be touching my babies. Like, get out of here.
Oh no, the nursery.
And then you all go inside, and
The nursery, also known as the stable where a dead horse was recently.
Oh,
Very.
it's a nursery now.
yeah. So you all go inside. I guess if you really choose to follow, I guess I can't, make you all go inside, but
Go refresh my coffee.
yeah.
Yeah, Goddard would head in. Obviously, he's sort of like, I don't know if shocked is the right word, but like concerned about the mark. Glad it's gone now, like never quite noticed it before, but once they pointed it out, I was like, how did that get there? How long has it been there type thing.
Well,
I
Got a
guess he knows it's
spooky
there for 3
boogie
days.
magic you put on me.
Yeah.
Senior is just he's like, well, I knew I was up the creek. Didn't know how far up the creek I was, but I didn't plan on not cooperating, so he's just like, okay, whatever. I'll just follow the rules so I won't die. So, all right, let's go eat breakfast.
Yeah, Kylar made his gambit, and it's so far paid off. So he's feeling all right. He's gonna go eat some breakfast.
Standing in the doorway of the inn, Mylna turns around and motions. Oren, follow me, please. And just doesn't wait for an answer, just turns around and walks in. And so they get in and sits down at a table, waits for you guys to sit down either at the table or in your vicinity, not necessarily within, normal talking speed. It's a small inn, so can really kind of sit wherever.
I'll sit opposite her, but at one of the corners. So like if it's like a picnic table, it wouldn't be like directly across from her, but like
Yeah. And so Charles, I'll let you as Oren enters. Am I saying it right? Is it Oren?
Yeah, Oren. Yeah.
Okay. As Oren comes in, I'll let you describe your character.
Sure. So he waits for you guys to go in, and he comes in just after you. So a human, definitely older than 40, as far as you can tell. Kind of in a green hood with
Green.
green with a kind of long, fairly well kempt beard and silver hair. Walks in behind you. He's carrying a very large backpack. that's oval.
Lance is like, are you describing me right now?
Yeah, there you go. A very large oval shaped backpack. It's very strange with a bunch of straps on the back, kind of like Kingdom Hearts. Nomura got to this with belts. Like I said, he's older, but he carries himself with at least some, let's say, spryness. But yeah, he comes in behind no visible weapons and sits down wherever there's room.
So
Yo.
Mylna kind of just sits down, and she's like, I realize that I indirectly took one of yours. Skiggs is off on another mission of mine around here to help with hamstring to produce some things for us. However, so I figured you might need an additional person and potentially a guide for your next mission. So, however, there is a form of payment that needs to be settled for this last mission, or I guess really these last 2 missions that you guys have completed. So, what were you guys thinking of payment? I'm just curious to see what your answer is. I already have your payment.
Freedom.
Technically, you're kind of free right now, to a degree.
Well,
Am I free to leave?
Leave with a mark on.
He's kind of like does that like head nod of like I accept, but I'm not happy about it type. Like
Can
Uh,
I?
officially, the write up for that clearing the kobold's cave was to be 500 gold.
Mm-hmm.
So at the very least of that,
Right.
you also, by way of your innkeeper here, professed to not having given us quite clear instructions on what you wanted us to do on the previous mission. Yes.
Well, I mean, it was. You talk about the necromancer one.
Yes, ma'am.
We didn't really know a whole lot about that, to be completely honest. We just knew it was some kind of evil magic to a degree. But I'd say you guys came out on top, as it were. Nobody died.
Here's my thought on this. Our initial instructions were to get in the cart and go where the cart took us, which presumably was here. That mission that we ended up doing wasn't arranged for us technically, and I would say that it was more difficult than the kobold one that we just did, which was 500 gold. So I would aim somewhere in the neighborhood of maybe 8 for a necromancer, which is very unsafe territory.
800
With
for both
potential
missions?
werewolf.
No, ma'am. 800 for the necromancer and 500 for the kobolds.
Oh, so you only want 1,200. Okay.
Only.
13.
Was 100 gold.
100 gold.
Okay.
Me, myself, I don't have a good concept of how much gold is worth.
I mean, you're also working for a king, so a little bit, a little bit.
Isn't like a gold like a month's rent technically?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? It's 10 silver or something like that.
So 1,300 is pretty good.
I think so.
1,300 is like what 1,000 is 100 years worth of rent.
Yeah.
Okay.
But almost one magical item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but is the rent for like a fucking shack?
Yeah,
Or is it
it's like minimum like
Yeah.
I think
like
Seniors
You
is
could have like a house.
Seniors
Yeah.
used to fucking checks.
Yeah, it's middle to low income,
Mhm.
but I mean that's still vast majority.
So, well, if you put it that way.
Mhm.
So there's that. And then, of course, the fact that without being told where to go, we managed to find your issue and take care of it for the most part.
Mhm.
Perhaps you'd like to give us a bonus in that department?
Maybe. What other kind of incentives would the rest of you like?
Can I get some nicer clothes?
I guess. I mean, traveling to different areas, you might want clothes based on the
Climate and stuff? Yeah,
demographic
like
of the area,
yeah.
which Beatrix will be able to produce those as they come in, as the missions come in.
Oh, okay. Well, that was the first thing that I thought of, so
I mean, but I
I
can-
need to think about it.
I can definitely give you some nicer regular clothes, I guess, for when you're around here.
I would like that.
Transportation again would be good.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, we have that taken care of. We brought
Werewolf
you.
proof horse.
Well, maybe not that.
So,
But
I have a small question, if you don't
Mhm.
mind. Is this meant to be our semi-permanent base of operations? This little small town.
yes, eventually.
Possibly, could we hire a contractor through you so this place doesn't look like a shithole? Most of the buildings are in incredible disrepair. There are holes, leaks, odd smells, very drafty.
That's Oliver.
Well,
And oh yeah, we need a better nursery for the kobolds.
Goddard just does
And
a
that
face
Kyler
palm.
picks up and just like, yes, no, we need everything, and he just starts going like listing everything that they need for that nursery in like order. Pulls out a list and everything.
Alistair just slowly sipping his coffee while Keeler is like ranting. He's like, "Son of a bitch."
Just
Yeah,
out
Goddard
of
is face
curiosity,
palming it.
do you have an immovable rod, like just on hand? Maybe.
I mean, not on me, no.
Could I? Do you think you could get me one?
Mm,
Click, move, click, move, click, move.
Mhm.
Yes.
I mean, I could see what we can find. Maybe.
That would be great.
Um, we don't have very many of those magical items around in Thukabat, but maybe if we get more other countries to align with us, we might be able to open up some trade routes, maybe, or trade some different items for different items.
Sure.
My other request would be pilferable magical scrolls, if you have any. Well, purchasable, or a place of a target that you don't mind if something goes missing.
Specifically, what type are you looking for? Any kind of magical scrolls,
I could give you a list, but I'd probably need the afternoon.
I'll be here all day. Well, mostly all day.
Well,
So
I'll try to be quick.
she points between
Actually, just send me a list later of
Mhm.
That's fine.
magical items that or magical
Yeah.
scrolls that you're looking for.
points between Kyler and Goddard. Neither of you have really spoken up except for the orphanage, basically, that you want there. It's now it seems like the time to ask for the ridiculous, and all she's going to do is say no.
Does Mylna know like of our characters' pasts and everything, or is it just knows us from?
She knows pretty much everything that is on file. She knows what you were arrested for. She knows probably more in each case than is probably supposed to know, or that the average person would know, because she's probably sent people to investigate those more than what the average
You dig up the
official
dirt on us.
investigator. Yeah. So pretty much, she knows about as much as what you do, if not
Okay.
more, depending on the case.
Then Goddard just kind of looks around. He's like, "Can you clear my record and my name?"
Oh. Zinyer is also like, oh yeah.
Well, I mean, that is the goal of this foray. But I mean, yes, eventually that is the goal, to clear your name and your records.
Holes the
But
goal.
that's not going to happen right off the bat. Some things might need to take some finagling and some
Lubrication.
adjusting, as it were.
I'm thinking rope, torches, other light sources, perhaps boots that make you very quiet, or rings that do cool things.
Okay, so magical items.
Very specific. Should I make you a list too?
Well, that's a me or
I'll take the.
for Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle's character.
Can you make
He's-
me a list too?
Yeah.
It's going to be a long list.
Or I could just try and get an enchanter here. So you
Well,
guys could have your own personal enchanter?
theoretically, with the spell lists I'm looking for in time, I could enchant things for us.
Would this be? That's great. This enchanter, would we have to pay them?
No.
Yeah. Let's do that.
I mean, at most you might have to go out and find
Material
special
components.
regents for them, but
Sure.
at most, no, you're not going to have to pay for them.
Hmm.
Just like with everything around here, outside of the general goods shop, that it's most stuff is either going to be at a severely discounted price or no charge at all.
As long as we're doing all of the shit you want us to do.
Yes.
Huh.
Service for
Especially-
service.
She looks to Orin. So who's this guy?
Orin is he comes from the he has been in the Sidel dynasty a lot.
Sidel Bell.
Yeah. He is it's not where he's from, but he's been scouting there to get you to the next place that you really need to go. I figure
And unlike most of you, willingly.
Hmm.
That's the first thing he
That
says.
was my next question. You don't have this dot thing going on.
I was here once.
Ah,
Oh.
alright. So you're a beacon of freedom in our future, is what you're telling us.
It's funny you should say that.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't continue.
What makes it funny?
You know, that actually makes me more nervous than everything that's happened this morning.
Well, Orin says, you see, I know that you'll be freed. It'll take some time, but I know that you will.
You're a bit
You were
cryptic.
freed once like us.
Yeah, almost exactly like you. There wasn't a werewolf? Was that a werewolf you said?
There was no werewolf.
We don't know
There's
that.
like
Frank might be a
75%
werewolf.
chance there was a werewolf.
Yeah.
I would like the well to be dug at least 20 feet deeper so I could throw these numbskulls into it!
Maybe 80%.
He's going to be regretting it when it turns out that Frank's a werewolf. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Mhm.
He says, you know, I had a group. We did things for them. And I know you might find it inconceivable, or at the very least a bit unlikely. But the relative positions of the stars have a special deep significance. And he just launches into this explanation of astrology. I knew you were going to like that, Philip.
I
Alistair's actually into the astrology conversation. He's kind of like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Are you telling us you read our stars? You just met us.
Doesn't take very long.
That can't be true.
Well, it is a possibility. You see, I read our future. Some of us will be free.
Oh, okay. Not all of us.
Even more cryptic.
Well, we'll find out over time.
Oh my god.
nice.
Well, let me give you my assurance that these forecasts and predictions are all based on solid scientific evidence.
I'm not sure whether I like the one who could explode us or the one who's trying to feed us bullshit more.
Wait, who can explode you?
Skigs.
Gigs.
Well, he's not here anymore, is he?
He's still
That's what
here.
I'm saying.
He's around.
Yeah,
We
he's
traded
not-
one for the other.
Look, I'm here to help. That's really it. And yes, to make money. That's the other thing. But that's the second thing.
So, in your opinion,
Mhm.
did we ask for enough for the jobs we just did?
He looks at her name is Mylna.
Mm-hmm.
Mylna.
So he just looks at her like,
She just it's like, yeah. I mean, it's come
Did
up.
say- Did say your opinion. Is your opinion our opinion?
No, but I need more information.
Fair enough.
I mean, if I do recall, I remember another group, specifically Orange, that asked for similar things when starting out. So, it wasn't quite the setting, but I mean, it's
He butts in. He will interrupt her.
yes. She's been around Orin enough to know.
So he interrupts her and says, I mean, you can ask for anything, but she's not going to give it to you just yet. But
Fair enough.
it's a good start right now.
Yeah, some things might take longer to procure than others.
Do you know what you'll be sending us to do next?
Yes.
Could you give us a little hint so that we might know what would be helpful for you to procure for us in the near future?
Well,
Or could you just tell us the whole thing?
I think the most important question is, would there be time for such things to be procured before a quest? Because we could ask for things that she could get, but she is out here in bumfuck with us.
That is why I am
Yes.
asking now.
if you ask for it now, while you are gone on your next mission, it will be able to take, I'll be able to work on these things as you guys
So really
are
what we
doing
need to
them.
know is what our second most mission will be.
Well, your next mission is to head to the Citadel Dynasty, and you need to go to the queen there. Or the king and queen, I'm sorry. They're mostly, fine.
Orange shakes his head. What?
They're not opposed to us. They're another small faction like us. But they will need some what's the word? Motivation to join us. So they might have a different mission for you to go and do that.
Orange says, we're subcontractors.
Yes, I need you to basically go there to find out what it will take for them to join our cause. They might have you do another mission while you're there, for them specifically. So the main part is to get there.
That's what I'm for.
Yes.
Is it a tricky trip then?
Not tricky. It's gonna take a couple of days travel to get there, especially with horse and carriage. So you'll have to most likely spend the night a couple times out in the field.
Out here in the field.
So
We fight for what's real? Is that the next one?
Yeah.
yes. So, that's kind of where you're at. And
What she's
sorry.
Oh yeah. He says what she's not saying is it's easy to get lost and it's dangerous. And one of you Wait, he's not dead. He looks at her. He's not dead, right?
No,
No.
he's just blowing up shit.
If he
He's
does
still
die, it'll
elsewhere.
probably be because of his own explosions.
Well, it's better to have more people than less. And I know the way.
And at the mention of the Sidel dynasty, Kylier actually remembers that this is the area that he was born and kind of raised in. So eventually their parents would be, or his parents would be in that
Yeah.
same in that
Yeah,
main
well-
city.
Yeah, while they start talking about the city, he subconsciously starts like fiddling with the hilt that has no sword attached to it anymore.
Dun, dun, dun.
Nervous over there.
Bum, bum.
You have a
He
sword with
kind of ignores
you
it.
have You're saying you have a hilt with no sword?
Mhm.
It's I think I've shown it off before when we were first talking. It's basically a sword with a broken. It's a broken sword, but it's basically just a hilt with no.
It's like
Oh,
a
okay.
cross guard and no blade, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Wasn't there was there a little bit of sword on it, or was it just like fully sheared off at the guard?
We'll just say it's fully sheared off.
So, at the form of payment, I know that you said that you really thought that you should get what, 1,300?
And perhaps a bonus for our ingenuity and intuitiveness.
Right. Well,
Right.
whatever you, regardless of what you're actually going to say, I already had an amount already brought with me to allow you to have, which is in the form of 2,000 gold.
Lovely.
Not each, but as a bundle.
Every time. He shakes every time.
So, that will be able to help you with your travels. You'll have to stop through when you leave, you'll go through the town of
That's a pretty cool town name.
Mm-hmm. You'll have to go through Alderdeen, and then the king and queen.
ALD.
Laderrdeen. Alderdeen.
Goodness.
Albertine.
You can thank Lance for that one.
Aubergine. I like. It's like get her done. Alderdeen.
Alderdeen. And then you are going to go finish your journey, or whichever, at the main town of Doncaster, which is where the king and queen are. And then from there, they will send you out to wherever. I don't know.
Question.
Yes.
And no offense to you, Oren, but is that split 5 ways or 6 ways since we did the mission and he didn't?
That's however you want to split it up.
He waves and he says, I didn't do the work.
All right.
Oh,
just
split in
easier
the
math.
5. Split in the 5 ways. Yeah, the math's easier, if I recall.
If you recall. Now I
Do
feel
you recall?
disgusting for saying the same thing he did.
Wow.
Poor Skiff's just getting left out.
I mean, maybe we could like split it in half, and then half is split 6 ways, and half is split 5 ways.
Oh, now you're confusing me.
That's fine.
Skills will get paid by his new work.
Gets paid
Plus
in
his learning
explosions.
skills. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Gets paid
Which
in
is better than money for him.
explosions.
Explosion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm immediately against it now.
Exactly.
And now I hate it.
So, Mylna kind of finishes up with her, I guess, whichever her discussion. So if there's, I will be here most of the day, just kind of out and about. If you would need anything else, then let me know before you depart. Whenever you decide to depart.
Wait, what are we doing when we get there?
We're getting a job from the king and the queen
Oh,
of
that's right.
Doncaster. Yeah.
Convincing the king and queen to join our cause. And do you remember what our cause is?
The
To
man?
expand the influence of this kingdom.
Yes. So that we can actually contend against the other ones so that they're not in control all the time.
What do we have to offer?
We're
Your
a
services.
ragtag group of
services.
mercenaries, pretty much. We're going to do whatever job they ask us to do.
No, I'm saying, like, what does this place have to offer? Why do they care about us? Why do they care about this country?
They don't right now. It's just another small kingdom that we're trying to be friends with.
What can we tell them that they might care about? Or just show up and be like,
Yeah, just
hey,
sweeten the
we're
deal.
pretty cool. You should probably join us.
And imagine the correspondence have already been made with the king over
We
this.
have apple trees. We can kick many butts. Like what?
Mhm. You could discuss with them that you are emissaries from King Tarek to offer our services to open up trade routes between us, and then to expand trade routes between other countries that we can get within our influence. What else? There are some other ports that could be from different other trade routes, or from, I'm sorry, other countries that have trade ports open. Once we can get them along our side, and eventually we can hopefully overthrow the two battling countries and actually contend to them, so that we're not in a constant state of defense against them from taking our country, or from our countries from us, so that we can push back and take back some of our lost land.
A mission of peace, eventually.
It's
Sounds like a mission of
roundabout to
peace.
peace.
No, it sounds like a mission of peace to beat up someone else.
Got to stop the fighting somehow.
Yes, sometimes it takes a little bit of forceful negotiation.
Orin just kind of rolls his eyes.
Sometimes violence is the answer.
Yes. Now, also, before we depart, what do you think more of these kobolds of yours?
This isn't my conversation. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to start on that list.
Very well.
Tops his coffee up and heads upstairs.
Well,
Actually, he's going to leave. He's going to walk outside, actually, and go into the woods.
I'm out.
Gonna furiously masturbate in the woods.
Hell yeah.
Again, I'll find some cabbages.
Need some...
Or lettuce.
That's
How
not
else
real.
do you prepare your spells?
Kyler looks her dead in the eyes and says they can be useful.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
yeah, like,
Who's going to train them?
yeah, they could be like useful little dudes. They could work. They could do like mining stuff. The
Sort
one
of
with
seems
the
like. Sorry, go ahead.
the one with the janky eyes. He could probably like.
Be lookout.
Yeah.
Like
you could see
chameleon.
could see two directions at once. Make
Mhm.
kobold noises if there's danger. I think it's a good idea.
It seems sort of like Hildegard has become attached to them, so perhaps she'd be willing to train them, especially since she has to do with mining.
Yeah, and if need be, I can sacrifice my weekends or sacrifice time.
1 weekend a month.
Like I see
once
them
a year.
every other
We can-
weekend.
We
Yeah,
can
exactly.
choose them.
Every other weekend and every Wednesday.
Yeah.
No, he colors he how would he he's like, I will stick up for these creatures and I will do what I've got to do to make sure that they are taken care of. If I have to spend money on that, then I will.
So
Bro, that's so noble.
Orin kind of has an aha moment, and he goes, "The broken blade and the clutch of pearls," and he kind of just stops talking,
Mm.
like he realized something. But he's not going into it.
Do you have a prophecy you'd like to tell us about? That was oddly on spot.
No, just something I figured out. Maybe we'll see.
I cannot say. It is forbidden.
I'm just gonna like, if I'm not sitting next to Orin already, I'm gonna move seats to sit next to him and like, sort of like bump up against him and be like, "No, I'd really like to hear what you're thinking."
Well, of course, it comes in spurts, but I've seen some of this before. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
And this brood you have,
Mm.
it reminds me of something that I've heard before. It's just a story. Well, not a story. Yes, maybe a prophecy. About someone who was called the Broken Blade and his clutch of pearls, and I never knew what that meant. Maybe I still don't. And he stops there.
Mm.
I like it. I like it.
I love him.
I don't know if a kobold is a clutch of pearls, but you know, she
Well-
kind of looks at Kyler like, "You got him."
I could be wrong. I've been
Sword.
very wrong before.
You got any pearls?
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay.
Any other little astrological visionary figures you've got floating around in your brain, relevant to possibly today or near future?
As many as the stars in the sky. I don't know which ones apply.
Excellent. All right. Okay.
I get it. That's all he says. I get it.
Hmm.
You know, he just kind of concedes. Okay, I get it.
This is
What are the
a-
names of the king and queen we're going to go see?
That is a very good question.
One that we'll find out
What
next
was
time.
their names? Hang on a moment.
His Majesty, Her Majesty.
Your Eminence.
His and Her Majesties.
hmm
His and Her Mr. Majesty.
Yes. I'm gonna have so much fun just knowing everyone.
It's not.
I'm here for it.
Sorry, I need to.
We all have our little ticks that annoy each party member.
Mhm.
Z.
Mm.
What have I done?
Mm.
Yes, that is King Malthos, Malthos, and
King Mothball?
yeah, Mothball, and Queen Garshun,
Please spell.
Garshon.
There's a lot of consonants in that.
Well, if you don't know about the Sedel dynasty, it is primarily tiefling populated. So
Ah.
That'll be useful, I suppose. Being that we have two of them.
mhm. You might help blend in a little more, which, I mean, most of the places they're not, just strictly tieflings. You'll see other races there, but the general population you'll definitely be in the minority if you are not a tiefling.
Hmm. I don't suppose since you arranged transportation for us, you also arranged food.
Your cars always come stocked.
Just had
And
to ask.
and you have Beatrix here who will prepare anything, any provision wise that you might need, food wise. Obviously, you'll have to use some of the excess gold if you want to, purchasing room and board across. When you're not in through Quebec, you can't,
You're
per
not
se.
supplying us with a pop-up wagon so we can all just sleep in it like an RV?
I mean, you can sleep in the
I'm just
wagon,
kidding.
but I mean, not gonna stop people from getting in the wagon. That's really kind of
Mm.
it.
I'm sure I'll think of something else when we're already on the road and be like, why didn't I think of that? But I can't think of it now, so.
Hmm. That is how it goes.
Mm.
Of course,
Oh, I do have one more question.
yes.
Where's the line that draws the dot back on us?
The line.
Yeah, like what
What line do we
bullshit?
not overstep?
Yeah, like what bullshit will we do that gets that mark back on us?
Going out of the scope of the mission to basically cause problems for us to not expand properly. So it could be, the king and queen might be or might neglect to help us because you've murdered a bunch of townspeople in their kingdom, or
Not done.
if you didn't quite do what they requested. There'll be a lenience depending on, if they're just a hard no, then I mean you can't really control that.
So
However,
something questionable done in the name of what you want us to get done is fine.
depending, yes. Like
Noted.
if the king and queen say, "I want you to go assassinate someone," that's within the scope of the mission. So if it gives them good graces, and then we're fine. But if they say we're going to, I want you to go assassinate this person, so you decide to destroy the whole town that they're in and everybody in it, that might not be as good.
Fair enough.
Because as you are all reformed criminals to a degree, we have to make it look like to the public eye that you're not just out murdering everybody that you can or want to. Because initially, they know that King Tarek stuck his neck out for you, so we don't want it to look bad on us.
Remember, some of us aren't criminals.
True, I use that term loosely. The public eye sees you as criminals.
All right. I'm pretty sure I understand the situation.
Mostly kind of raw.
Yeah, mostly kind of, bruh.
I do have one thing for you, Zinyer.
Yeah?
Don't get Hildegard pregnant.
I will try my best.
Your face!
Orn is very confused.
What if she asks, though?
We can make you sterile.
Oh, I don't want that. I won't do it, I promise.
Orn says,
Just
Hildegard? Hildegard?
yes.
That fair.
The blacksmith.
He's just like fair.
Just
That sounds like a story.
use these kobolds as leverage if you already have enough children now, or Something to that degree.
Okay. Okay, I could do that.
And, after that, Orin says, she wants what she wants.
The
It's a
heart
lot.
wants what it wants.
She does want what she wants.
And she does what she wants.
Mhm.
It's
Where she
difficult.
wants.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's true, but her frail body cannot actually take bearing children.
Oh.
That is not what I heard.
Well, she can take a lot of things, let me tell you. But, she, without going into the details, she would not survive.
Oh no.
And she is much more valuable as a blacksmith than 6 feet under.
Dead?
Okay, I will definitely keep that in mind. I would not. I care too much about her for her to be dead.
Okay, you
so...
don't have to pile it on that thick.
No,
I
you don't.
understand. Especially from your background, I understand. And Beatrix just glares from the kitchen. Yeah. We understand.
Innocent my soul.
Mylna, I have a question.
Yes.
You know my past and where I'm from. Can you
Yeah.
give half of my earnings to them?
To the group, or to the kobolds, or to the buildings?
No,
Like
where
the dolling as the buildings, like the town.
No, to the orphanage that he's from.
Gotcha, I'm tracking now.
That the men of past.
Yeah. I know it, but Mylna knows it, but I'm definitely
Yeah.
I have to read back on it.
Yeah,
Yes.
no problem.
I can do that.
Thank you.
Anything else before you guys head off? Get ready for whichever.
No, I
Kyle
think I
looks like
got
he's gonna. Oh, Kyle looks like he's gonna say something, but then he doesn't, and he just kind of starts getting his stuff ready.
I don't have anything else, but what is it that you do, Orin? What good are you?
What a rude question. I love it.
He says fair.
He can see our future.
Uh-huh. But
I'll take
like
that.
practically, what do you do?
I could see that saying I channel the vast energy of the cosmos is not going to be enough.
Are you magical?
Yes. So, all right, not often that I have to remove the flowery language. I can cast various magic to protect us, to harm our foes, to heal us. You know, and he just kind of trails off.
Good enough. That's all I needed.
Hmm.
Thank you.
That's what I figured.
And yes, Orin, if you do require any other things for this mission, please, as usual, don't hesitate to ask.
Definitely. But no, I really just want to get
Kill
going
somebody.
and get going and meet our merry band.
So that's all of us, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Sad you don't have a bard.
Yeah.
Nobody can play.
Oh, I was gonna ask you
she's a
for an
bard.
instrument.
Oh,
I forgot.
You're gonna ask Mylna for an instrument, or
yeah.
for me, the DM, an
Do it.
instrument?
Kenarazi was gonna ask Mylna for an instrument amongst the various junks, and I forgot.
I mean, you can just say that it's in there, and
Okay.
Yeah, it's on the list.
or
Don't you
yeah,
call
you're just
yourself a
making a
bard?
list before you leave.
Yeah, for all you know, I'm a bard.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you call yourself a bard, so
Oh yeah. Yeah. You guys can go about your day. The card will be ready. What?
I would like a bag of holding.
That there's gonna be a long
It's
list,
on the list.
Yeah.
but yeah, we just keep writing the list.
Oh, I saw a kitty.
Where do you think Alistair
Yes.
went? He's making
It's
the
white and
list.
black.
And checking it twice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are naughty. The end.
And nice.
Nah, just naughty.
Just naughty. Just naughty.
You especially.
I do have some of these clothes that are coming up for this mission. They do have magical pockets to a degree. It's only big enough to really conceal small objects like coinage. So obviously you're not carrying around 2,000 pounds of gold. However much gold actually weighs. But so
Spell components, coins, perhaps some daggers, some I don't know, climbing gear, things like that, small things.
Pocket sand.
yeah. Climbing gear is getting a bit too big. Unless it's something that is, unless it's like a
2-foot
glove.
poles. I would like a
Immovable
pocket.
rod.
Are they in the clothes or in they like a belt pocket? Do you just put
They're
on the belt?
in. That'll be like in. Like they'll all be like have like a vest type with it, and it'll be inside the vest. Each one will have one pocket. It'll be on. It's either gonna be on the left or the right, depending on whoever put it on there and enchanted it. But
I would like bottomless pockets.
Yeah.
That's new, he says to Mylna.
Yes, the enchanter that we're going to try and move out here is very aspiring.
Mm.
So she likes to come up with new ways to enchant things.
Yeah, we just made the big one carry everything.
Yeah. But you know.
Goddard like looks around the group for a second and remembers that he's the big one.
Oh. Sorry, buddy.
You don't have to be sorry. We get magic pockets.
Yeah, there'll be a limit to what it can actually put
Right.
in there. It's going to be
A
like
little flask.
that'll be about the extent of,
Yeah.
you know, essentially think of man pockets versus lady pockets,
Ah.
because lady pockets don't exist anyways. But
Mm-hmm.
The
So-
garbage.
Jinko pockets, there you go.
Can I
Goodness gracious.
There we are.
Can I fit that 2-foot pole in there? That's all I need to know.
Probably, honestly, yes.
Yeah, I mean
I think
it's
so.
it's thin enough, but
You can fit a small dog in Jenko pockets.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
I'll hold
once had
Boston.
a friend get mad that I pulled an entire novel out of my pocket at work once.
Jenko jeans were so dumb.
Yeah.
You see, it's long, but it's thin like a pencil.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it is.
That's a quote.
Someone said that to me once.
All right.
It's fine.
But yeah. She lets you go about your business. Nothing's really changed between
Mhm.
stock wise of the general shopper and the blacksmith, and Hildegard, you'll be able to hear her banging away. Obviously she won't have them ready, but
Do you already
What-
have the
doing what?
pockets?
yeah, the pocket you'll have the pockets when you leave for
Yeah.
the on your trip.
That reminds me. Did she bring the alchemist kit I asked for?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll just say it's
Oh,
on
one other
it's on
thing.
the wagon.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was.
Right?
It was
Thinking of shit.
To me or
That's
to
fine.
Mylna?
This is a
Mylna.
prep.
Okay.
Since we're going to see a king and a queen, We probably should have nice clothes.
That is part of the clothes to help you blend in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask if
We got vests we fancy.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if any of like the extra clothes that they brought are sort of like khaki colored.
Mm, there might be some. We can say there'll be more common colors because uh, it won't be just all khaki because it'll be like a varying degree of uh, khaki to ornate from some duller colors to so essentially you're going to have two sets of clothes. You're going to have your duller tones from like your common people, um, kind of help you blend in more with the common folk, and then you're going to have the the bright blues and the brighter colors that help blend in with the higher class
Okay.
people.
Yeah.
So
I just
each
think,
area you go to, you'll have both of those sets generally.
okay, cool. I just think the tannish khaki color works well with the green skin tone.
Yeah.
Accessorizing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Specifically, like very specifically,
Mm-hmm.
would like to be the one to be like, look, Alistair, I got you a fancy vest with spell component pockets. Look, it was
Mhm.
my idea. I'm so smart. Don't hate us.
As he's locked in
I
the
mean,
room.
no, he went out to the woods.
Yeah.
Oh,
sound
right. He went to go
Jerk off, whatever.
on some
No, he's not.
lettuce.
He's making a list and stretching his legs.
Mhm.
Oh, he's stretching a leg. All right.
Ha
That's why West wear the big flowy clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Charging that JO crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, it only charges when you do it with a bro, and I don't have
That's
any
true.
bros here.
Gigs can probably show up somewhere, I'm sure.
Can you be your own bro though? Like he's been Skigs more than the
The-
original Skigs.
Once he learns mirror images. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
All right.
Shadow code jutsu.
Yeah.
have my own pumpkin party.
Oh, no.
Man.
Oh
Oh.
no.
I don't
Well,
like it.
I love
Good
it.
night,
Yeah.
everybody.
It is really pretty close to wrapping up time.
Yeah. Good
so-
sesh, guys.
And I have a surprise.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You're all level 3.
Yay!
Quickest
However-
level ever.
However, this was my idea of to ramp up the first 3 levels to have like a short mission so you guys can go, because some classes don't really take off to really get into it until level 3. So
Mm-hmm.
Now we
hit
won't get
level
into
3
level
and then
forever.
we'll start to drag up to not level,
Nice.
to the next level. So everyone's officially level 3 now.
Nice.
Very cool.
Second level spells are cool.
That's what I was excited for.
I'm so
Yep.
excited to throw psychic daggers, you guys.
Yeah.
Dagger, dagger, dagger.
Which, while you guys are leveling up, we'll talk a little bit of our schedule, which is crazy because we won't be going next weekend or next Friday because Thanksgiving.
Nice guy.
And I actually have, these it's just Blanca.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
We're all giggling over here and you don't know what's
I
going on.
I don't even see the thing at all.
Yes.
Because my pings are turned off because it's in streamer mode. But yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Let's see. December we are, and of course, obviously we have the D&D Diablo tomorrow, and then we have
At about 10 p.m. Eastern.
yeah, and we have Team Surf and Turf on Sunday.
At
Around
about 5
5.
p.m. Eastern.
Yeah. We will not be going next Friday because of Thanksgiving. I will have people in, so that'll be fun.
I'll be pretending to cook and all that other shit.
Yep. December 3rd, it's obviously Endwalker, so there ain't gonna be anything going on that weekend.
Nope.
Which brings us after this weekend, right? Yeah. So after this week, after Sunday's game, we won't have anything on the channel until what day is that? December 17th. So a little bit of a break, but not too much.
Yeah.
You know, it's enough to enjoy the holidays. We
It'll
might-
be another series of you, then them, then them.
Yeah.
All in a row. Whew.
Yeah. And of course, you know, then we're gonna have Christmas, and which, you know, everything around the holidays always gets a little
jank.
yeah. So
True that.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Who's rolling for hit die, or who's taking your? Let's see what you guys got.
I took average. I'm not even gonna roll for that.
Yeah, I took
I've already
average.
loaded. I've already leveled and picked the spells.
Nice.
How do you?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm like looking at mine. And it says I have like fixed HP is 26 and override is 27. Even though I did just like level up, it didn't give me any more health. Like I don't. I guess I just.
Yeah,
I
should have
already have
asked.
27.
Did it go completely through? Oh, there's your HP increase.
I don't like that one.
Yeah,
Oh, would you? Oh, 3.
it's fine. You're ranged, right?
I actually rolled a 2 and have
No,
a plus
she's not ranged.
Oh no. Oh right, because the rapier and then the dagger. Right.
1.
It's fine. I can heal,
Yeah.
and I am very willing to do so.
Let me do it again. Let me do it again.
What is the app? What's the 12? Like,
Yeah. See, I still see Kylier,
Some-
Goddark, and. at
are you
level
guys
2.
leveling up in this system, or are you going back to
Yeah, in
D&D?
here.
I'm going to D&D Beyond so it sticks, because I know if we do it in this, it
Yeah.
doesn't back up into but Beyond.
Mm-hmm. I
Fair.
made a level 3 version of them in there. You know, I have like 100 characters now in D&D Beyond. It's a
I'm
problem.
not surprised.
You shouldn't be.
Wow.
I have the level all the way up to level 15 of this guy.
Nice.
I mean, like
Jeez.
every 5 levels or something. And it'll change as we play.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully, by the time that we play again, Lance's issue will have worked itself out.
Right. For
Yeah, it was totally fine the last few times we played. I don't know what's going on this time, but
Yeah.
every time I click onto that tab, it freaks out. So I got to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Maybe
It was happening to
I'm
me for a
out.
while.
Maybe I need to update something too. That's kicking an error as
Mm.
well.
Oh. Hey.
What?
Shouldn't have rolled.
Yeah, the HP increase.
You
It's
rolled a
fine.
2 also. At least you have a plus 2 on that.
It's fine.
Should have just gone the
I-
average.
I
You're
played the-
ranged, right? I know.
Yeah.
I played the dangerous game, rolling a d6 for my hit die.
Yeah.
Rolled a 6.
Hey, there you
Nice.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Well, considering I rolled like a 2 last time,
go.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your last crit did get counterspelled, so fair.
Damn. Once again, I say
Yeah.
I can heal, and I'm very willing to do so.
Yeah.
Then,
Come
even if you're
on.
unconscious, 1 HP will get you back up.
Come on,
Yep,
isn't a
that's all
2
it takes.
too low? Come on.
Hey, you just gotta be more dodgy.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least you got dodge to rely on.
Yeah.
Well,
Get some bracers of armor from the enchanter, or +1 leather armor or something. If you don't get hit, you don't need HP.
Exactly.
Yeah.
exactly.
But like, if I try not to get hit, I can't hit again.
No, I mean, you don't have to dodge it. You just make your AC high enough so nobody can hit you.
I guess.
Mhm.
Get like mage armor. There's a lot of items.
From Tasha's Cauldron of Everything,
Mhm.
there's a 3rd level barbarian optional feature called Primal Knowledge, in which at 3rd and 10th you gain proficiency in 1 skill of your choice from the list available at 1st
Yeah.
level. is that an optional feature that you are giving us, Monty? When
I
I'm
don't see
leveling
why
up,
not.
it asks me.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like here, pick your primal knowledge, and I was like, well, that's an optional skill or optional feature, so I wanted to make sure that was cool with
like
you
what does
before I
primal knowledge entail? Like your
just gain
skill of what?
proficiency.
Or is a
So I gain
proficiency in a skill?
proficiency. Yeah, animal handling or nature.
Oh, that's. I mean, that's fine.
Okay. At least, and you can't double a proficiency, can you?
I
Like,
don't
because
know.
it shows me the 4 that I already have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't think I can do it twice, can you? That would make sense to have like double proficiency in athletics or something.
Yeah,
I'll go nature, I guess.
I'm not sure on that one, but yeah. All right, friends. Good time for wrapping up. Hope everybody enjoyed the game.
Yeah.
Next time we'll have actual different maps. We'll have a whole different setting. It'll be,
Ooh.
which means I gotta create the map for Citadel Dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got plenty of time
fun
to do
time.
that.
Yeah, let's talk about how busy work is. But yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Or I mean the people that are playing tomorrow, we'll see them tomorrow. So yeah. Good night. Have a good night. Have
Tune
fun.
in.
Stay warm.
Tune in tomorrow
Whatever.
for me being disappointed with my father.
Mhm.
And nobody else being cooperative or helpful.
I
I
was
know.
cooperative and helpful. I kept that lady from being burnt to death.
I know that feeling of having an uncooperative father and being disappointed in them.
Marty!
Oh no.
Where?
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.